Hello, everybody, and welcome to Weeb Revolution's Winter Anime Season Impressions. We're off for a fun one today, as I've watched like a couple shows. We'll see. We'll see how good this season is. I really don't know.
It's not great, but there are some gems. There are some gems.
There are some
Yes.
hidden gems.
There are plenty of gems.
And there are some awful shows. And
Yes.
there's a few things that are so in between they're not even worth talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But we also have the greatest show of all time. Season 2 of the Misfit Demon King Academy.
The second one. The second one. Yes.
Yes, the best show of the season, which sadly is already on hiatus.
It's
The
so
most-
good, though.
Do you really want to start us off with talking about Misfit? Because okay, we can do that.
I mean, we can talk about
It's
the
terrible.
more like
Misfits.
average shows and like leave the best.
What
for
is to
last.
say about Misfit is that this is a show that is a disaster piece that is not even clear that is a disaster piece. Like
I was watching a train wreck, and then it just halted. Second season is boring so far.
the second
It's terribly boring.
I expected better.
second season had the tree, the amazing polygonal, really badly
the
animated tree, the shitty tree, and it's amazing. Listen.
The second season
I
has
respect the
Enos
tree.
declaring that he's a communist.
Glory be to the tree. All glory to the tree.
Oh, is the second season for the show with like the beginning of like when the guy fights the time god?
Yeah, when he fights the
yes.
time god, yeah.
Oh, it's that
it's that
one.
show, yeah.
Yes.
It's the second
Now,
season.
please
In this one,
explain
he
to me.
declares himself a communist and then does homework so good that it press a god of homework.
Can
Yes.
someone explain to me how in episode 3 of the first season they defeat a god of time, and there's still more left? Like,
That's the thing. Actually, that's kind of the brilliant thing about season 2, because I think at some point they realized that this is where this is going, and they just wouldn't be able to top themselves. This would be incredibly boring. So the focus of season 2 is not really on the straightforward fights between Anu Gold, our amazing demon misfit, but instead the focus is on mind games. So like he has to accomplish different tasks, and he's usually limited in some capacity, because if he just was completely unlimited, it wouldn't be fun. He would just solve the problem immediately. Of course,
Yeah, he just one-shot them.
right? Of course,
How did he
Yeah,
beat
he
the
just
time
one-shot
god
all-
anyway?
What he did is he just said, "Nah, no, you." When he tops time, and just stabbed and got time guide to death.
his
Yeah.
his trademark move is essentially playing a card. That's fair. He just
Yeah,
says,
he
"No,
plays
you
reverse.
he
Yeah,
wins."
he just
So like
he plays reverse. He wins. Yeah.
even as I say that, like the focus on this is the mind games, like in reality he still solves them immediately, and he still really is just that cool. But like at least they're trying to give it like some stakes.
At least
Now,
he gives you
throw-
a minute
throw
to figure out
that.
how will he do it
We
instead
have-
of
we
just
have
he
a whole
pushes
season to
problems.
get through. Let's get going.
we need to throw that bucket into the light novel title idea. Like, I'm the strongest in the universe because I throw out the Uno reverse card.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
But here's the
isekai.
thing: Misfit is still not an isekai.
Yes, it's not isekai, but imagine that in an isekai anime where the
It
premise
feels
is.
like an
It's a
isekai.
isekai. Guy got his isekai into his own world.
I mean, I guess
That's
he
not
got
an
X-Arm.
isekai.
It's technically X-Arm. He got isekai into the future, just like an X-Arm.
Right.
Which-
Yeah. He got
And
isekai.
that's-
in the
And
future.
what's great is that that's not the only time that this is gonna happen in this season of anime, because the
No, it's not.
The gender bender about the swordsman is swordswoman, I should say,
Yeah.
is also that. She got
Yeah.
isekai into the future and also got a
Oh,
hot female
what
body,
even is that
which-
show? Is this
Yeah,
the dungeon
which-
show?
No.
People keep saying the gender bender
Jealous.
isekai, and I actually don't know what people are talking about. Which show is that?
Well, the one with the
Uh,
sword.
The one with
The
the
sword
like,
master.
super strong sword master.
That's-
Not this.
That's done
Not
that to
this.
you.
No, not this.
Reborn, the Master Blade.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, that's one. The King of
Man,
Heroes.
Wait a minute. Why is it so big? Why is the Maoga coin thing?
Why is what so big?
Why is the time god killer anime thing as popular? Like, oh no, as everything else. What the fuck?
Yeah, I
Why
don't
is
know.
it still in Saga? How?
Look, man, the Misfit of the Demon Academy is popular because it's good. It's secretly the most progressive anime
Anime
ever.
of all time.
It
Yes.
is.
It
but,
is.
but
Like,
seriously,
Anos defeats racism or the embodiment of racism.
No, we're not kidding. He literally beats up the abstract concept of racism. This is a plot point.
And this season, he's genuinely trying to defeat class. He's trying to break down class. Like in the first episode, is revealed again to be the Lord of Demons to the Academy, and he's like, no, you're not gonna stand up.
We're
not
back
gonna.
we're back on the choir. Let's move on.
Okay.
Well,
Sure.
let us continue. Just go to a few things.
The point of it-
I'll wake you up when the Anna's choir starts singing the USSR.
the point of this live stream is
You
to
made me want
discuss
to watch
what's
the
currently
show.
airing. We gotta
Yes,
save
you
the
should watch it.
analysis of why the Misfit guy deconstructs class for the real video on the subject.
Right, okay,
The
fair.
one
But
people are waiting for.
to end this and not to heap praise on Anos Voldigold because his harem of women is going to be doing that anyway. Just to end
Wait,
it here.
he has more than just two twins. I thought it was just a
Of course, he has so many girls, my guy.
He has
He's
a
the
literal
coolest
fan
Yeah.
club. He has a
The
literal
whole
in-universe fan club.
He
okay,
literally has a fan club.
If
Yeah.
you would
Just-
kindly remove yourself from Anna's rod.
I cannot.
No, I refuse.
cannot. I'm hanging on. For
Are you
dear
sure
life
it's
on those
progressive? If he has
Yes, absolutely. That's the best part. It somehow, despite doing all of this, manages to be incredibly progressive. It's sneaky. It's sneaky about it. Look, listen. Just trust me on this. If you ever
Eminem
trusted me or
about
anything,
communist representation.
if you
Eminem
ever
about lesbian representation on the other
listen,
hand.
if you ever trusted me on anything, trust me on this.
I
Anos
will.
Voldigold is the Lord of Demons, and Visit of the Demon Academy is worth your time. It's amazing. It's a disaster piece that lulls you into a false sense of security that is just mediocre, and then pulls the rug under you, and does the stupid tree. So watch it, please. It's amazing.
Okay, now we can move on.
Yes.
Now that
Okay.
we,
Vinland
now that
Saga.
we-
Have any of you watched Vinland Saga?
No.
No.
I know my dad used to work
I
at the
did.
company that did the manga, but that's it.
Okay, we can tell us
Ichigo,
about Vinland Saga.
how's the time
no one
skip
else
going?
watched Vinland Saga.
I
Couple
watched.
people watched Vinland Saga?
You know, I haven't watched any episodes of the second season, but yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, I see.
excited.
Okay.
But like, it's kind of a
I-
show that I more enjoy binging, so I'm not gonna watch it week by week.
I see. I mean,
Fair
I heard
enough.
that I've heard this season is very like chill. Like what I heard is that like because I watched the first few
Yeah.
episodes and it is true.
Isn't he like
So
just
it's
a farm
not
dude
like the
now or
crazy
something?
fighting season anymore. Now it's like time to chill out. So all the
Yeah.
kids are gonna like quit season 2 because only real adults will be able to appreciate.
This is when it becomes philosophical and brooding. Like, is it ever right to kill a man? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I
and put
imagine
brooding
it'd
in
be.
it. Like on the third episode, the main character, what's his name again? The Sasuke with knives.
For
Viking guy, we will call him.
Finn.
The Viking boy.
Viking A.
Yeah, Sasuke Viking.
Call him Atreus because that's essentially what he is. This
Thorfinn,
is
Thorfinn.
Thorfinn. This is a Thor Ragnarok tie-in, of course.
Yeah, so Thorfinn, like he ends up in a he's a slave, so people like it's easy to like pick a fight with him because like you won't be punished for it most of the time, and he's just farming, minding his own business. People will pick fights with him because I don't know, they want to have fun or something, and then like they cut his ear, and he's like, I don't care. Nothing ever came good to me when I was alive. Life's just suffering. I don't give a shit.
Dang.
He just
Wow.
keeps watching that person like cut him into pieces.
Wow.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what? You know, if I wanted to watch something like that, I would just watch Evangelion again. So I think I'm gonna skip this.
Not everything is Evangelion.
Yes, Rika's right. 90% of things are Evangelion, not
but not
some
100%.
things, some things are also Madoka Magica.
Yeah, that's a
Luke,
good
what,
split.
what do you mean it breaks down elitists around literature? You mean it like they can't handle this piece of art, or I'm not sure what you mean. Luke said
Was
Vinland
it-
Saga is like one of the current pieces of manga that breaks down elitists around literature. I'm not exactly sure what that means.
The Calliope's voice cut to anyone else?
Is anyone
Yes.
else's?
Yes, there
Let
are
me
some
adjust.
casting
Let me adjust my gate.
Is this gonna be a short stream
Wake
thanks
the
to
fuck
audio
up,
issues?
Samurai. We got an anime season to burn.
This is already way more professional than we have ever been, so I hope you guys appreciate it.
All right,
All of
continue.
you in the chats.
No one's watched Tokyo Revenger season 2, I'm imagining. So
I
No.
have,
No idea what that
have,
is.
And
Uh,
it continues being Tokyo Revengers. If you watch the first season, watch the second season.
Okay,
Those-
so Luke meant
or better
that.
yet, just go read the manga. It's so much better.
So Luke meant that if you read Vinland Saga, you're forced to recognize that manga and hentai by extension is art.
What?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Not the
If
latter
you-
part. I added that, but
All
If-
manga is
if
art,
you do
Luke.
what? Villain Saga?
the elitists are
Now, is
confronted
anyone here
with
wanna admit they're
manga is
watching the
art if
show,
they read
or are we
Vinland
all just
Saga.
gonna move on?
Yeah, everyone
wants
here
to
watched the
admit
Villain
on-
Saga season 1 or just Calliope?
No,
Just
I
me,
haven't.
just me apparently.
I see.
Let's talk about the Nier Automata show.
It's it's like the video game, but not as good.
Okay. I'll play the video game.
Yeah.
I like the second episode a lot.
Well, no, you like even more the video game.
Okay,
See,
I
that's
have
the
a
problem we're
question.
talking about. Yeah.
I have a question. So in the second episode, you have these cute robots, but for some reason they're actually combat robots. So how come the cute robots are also combat? Like I feel like all the combat robots
have you
from
ever
like
watched anime?
Wait, there's actually a very
yeah,
complex
normally
answer
in
to this.
anime,
Combat
robots
usually
are
some
like
version of cute.
Yeah. I mean,
they're crazy.
yeah.
They're like huge fucking mechas. They're like way over like stuff. Like you feel like they could be way more simple, but they actually have like 5 guns, 5 wings, 2 arms for no reason.
I mean, I
Uh,
can't tell you without giving away the main twist of this game.
That is a game spoiler. That is legitimately a game spoiler.
So that's
And
so
it
there's
would
a
be-
good reason for it.
There is
There's
a good
real
reason for it, yes.
there's a real answer to it.
There is a very good reason why robots in this look the way they are, and why there is a stark difference between 2B and
Okay,
like
okay,
other human
stop
androids.
spoiling
And
this.
yeah,
Stop
mhm,
spoiling
yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
okay, that's it.
Season
But
4 of the dogs. Anyone
Now,
watching
can
the
we
dogs?
spoil? Can we spoil at least just, the second episode?
No,
Why not?
because I said so. I want to play the game.
Okay, we're not gonna spoil it, but it just seems like a common consensus that the first episode you can write that one off, and the second episode this show gets pretty good.
Yeah,
But they
just
actually
start
start-
from the second episode. It's not worth watching the. Because here's the
Yeah.
thing. What I think is the first one they wanted to like catch in like the normal audiences or something. So like, oh, we gotta put a lot of action, even
That's how
though
the
like no
game
one
starts.
knows what's going on. So you watch this boring action that like nothing happens. I don't know, just pew 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 pew, and that's it.
To be
And
fair,
then the
yes,
second one, you have like flowers and like the AMV for like I don't know. You could put some AMV with background music for the Beatles.
Yeah, that's how the game goes.
that the game literally.
I like the comment.
point
There
of
is
it-
a game? Question mark? Question mark?
Play the game. The game is better. I mean, watch this. It's probably going to be great, but ideally,
game maybe-
play the game.
The game made me cry twice. I don't think the anime will.
Okay, next show.
What a bit.
all right.
Next show.
All right, Winter's got this one covered. Bungo Stray Dogs, 4th season.
Do you still watch this? There's 4 seasons of this. What is this?
I'm surprised there's not 5. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right. Yes.
Okay, talk to us,
I-
Winter.
Okay. So, all right. So, there are fucking 4 seasons of this. This is the 4th season, but so basically the premise is like they're like every character is based on like a writer, and they have like a superpower like defined by like what they wrote. And they like fight each other.
So, like for example, Stephen King would be in this and would have a magical power to, I don't know, dissolve the plot in the final act of every single book he writes.
Less clumsy than that, but yes, essentially.
Okay.
I would say like less clumsily than that.
Well, J.K. Rowling would be in there, and her superpower would be to vanish her own shit.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
All right, okay.
Yes, that would be her superpower.
We do have Lovecraft, and he has like he has a fucking Cthulhu monster like power.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is already misrepresentation. If Lovecraft truly was in this and he had magical power, his magical power would be racism.
Well,
I have read
Yeah,
he
but
got
when
better
Alex
about that
Voldemort already
before he
defeated
died.
that.
All right, all these jokes are making this sound way better.
Then it probably is. I don't know. Winter watched 4 seasons of the. I mean, watched 3 seasons of it. Doesn't watch.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
like,
but
it
the
can't be
chat's
that,
also
right?
saying this is like
Wait,
the
I
Fate
wanna know
Stay
what-
night
good,
of
no, the show's
Japanese
actually
literature,
really
and now I'm
good,
like
yeah.
wishing that like Nazu was a character or something. Like this could be way better. You know what I
Oh my
mean?
god! Please,
But
please,
they,
please
like-
don't make Nasu a
What?
character.
Oh no.
It goes pretty
and
crazy.
and the
yeah.
writer of Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, we have Nazu and whoever
J.K.
that
Rowling?
person- J.K. Rowling.
Wait, so what you're saying is this is just Fate, but for specifically for writers, for book writers. This is amazing. I'm with you, Soviet.
Actually, it kind of is. Yeah, actually, it is kind of just fate.
I'm
But
saying
for like,
Wait, Bungo
For
Stray
book
Dogs is
readers.
Fate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bungo Stray Dogs
Yeah.
is Fate,
What?
but you summon your favorite author.
it's just with writers, like, and they have superpowers, and they like fight each other. Yeah, it's basically just fate.
Oh wait, in Bungo Stray Dogs they summon people to fight?
No, they don't. They are the people.
They're the people.
They
Oh, okay.
are the people.
Because
You
fate
just
without the
have
Okay,
summoners.
what's the
The
appeal? What's
authors
the
are
appeal
like-
of Bungo Stray Dogs? What sort of people watch this?
If you're a
Bungo?
bookworm,
It's
you're
got really
jerking
good
off
combat
to the fact that
scenes.
you're a
I've
bookworm,
I've
this is
witnessed
show.
them.
Like, it's
Why is
honestly
Bungo Stray Dogs
super
for
hype.
bookworms?
Like, it's like, okay, Calliope, do you want me to send you like the fight scene again?
Yeah, it's got good fights. We're
that's
not gonna watch
Anyway.
it out of fear of copyright infringement. But
Copyright,
yes.
yeah, copyright.
show.
Copyright is a big
Right,
problem.
right. But yeah,
Good
no,
show.
it's really good.
Okay.
Very
Anyone
good.
watch the Tomboy
Because
show?
I watched the first 2 episodes, I think, and I don't know. It looked to me like a very.
watched about 5 minutes of the Tomboy show, got bored and stopped.
Okay, that's
Tomo-chan
unfortunate.
is
Oh,
something. The
Tomo-chan.
manga was
witching
really-
out.
The manga was really,
Yeah.
really popular back in like 2016,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
and I watched it. I watched like the first 2 episodes, and it just like
Mhm.
I don't even remember why I liked it so much. I used to love it. It was great back in the day, but I
Oh.
don't think it escaped
Hmm.
the 4 comma kind of
Hmm.
4 comma.
Yeah, that can be a difficult thing to adapt. Like you're either a normal
I don't even
4 coma
remember if it was
adaptation
or just-
or you're like Bochi the Rock, you know? There's no in between.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, I guess since it's usually my job to on these seasonal watch streams to immediately disregard an anime or multiple anime just by the premise alone without watching or knowing anything about it. And I'm gonna do this with this anime, and I'm just gonna say Tomo-chan wa Onanoko by the premise just sounds just like worse version of that anime we've watched with Andre, like the manga one. What's the name of that Soviet? You know what I'm talking about.
Multi-girl Kusun.
Oh,
Yeah, Nozaki-kun. Yes, exactly, Nozaki-kun.
Yeah.
So this sounds this sounds just like a
that.
worse version of Nozaki-kun, where like the girl is trying to get the guy's affection and he's oblivious. That's it. That's the joke.
Yeah, it
The
does
fun-
sound
the fun-
worse.
The fun of this really comes from the side characters who are like messing around with them. The actual premise is not really interesting. It's all about the execution. Then the anime is just like.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
possibly
what
fun
we got
manga to
season
read.
2? Is
Anime,
anyone hyped?
average.
But
And we're talking about Bofuri season 2 now.
Dude, I want to know in Tomo-chan, do they kiss?
Do they?
Maybe after chapter 100, who knows?
They just cocked easier for like.
Did
70
anyone
episodes.
else watch any of the spoiled show?
Wild
What?
show.
What?
Something spoils me rotten right there.
Oh yes, I have. Oh my god, I'm gonna talk
Wait,
about
which
this in
Oh,
a
the
second.
Angel show.
I'm gonna talk about this
Oh.
in a second, but first of all, Bofuri is out, season 2, and it's so good.
If you like season 1,
It's
you'll
the
like
fu-
season
it's-
2.
It's the funniest thing on airing right now.
Yeah, this is still on my
Wait,
to
what's
watch
the
list.
funniest thing?
The funniest
What?
thing airing right
The-
now.
the
Bofuri
shield
is
girl.
about imagine a
Shield
cast of
Isekai.
characters who are playing a very broken MMO and just unlock broken builds. Except it's not played for like, oh my god, we're so OP, it's so cool. It's played for laughs. It's played for how is this one girl discovering so many bugs in our system?
It's the second season of that where like the girl has a shield and is like completely untouchable because like
Oh,
she put all the
yeah,
points
that
in the
one.
shield. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Remember,
And
I
like,
once
and like when it's not funny, it's the wholesomest thing. It's just like a bunch of cute people going on dates in a cute game.
Okay, wait. There's a
I-
lot of cute guys in this. Is this gay?
Don't take me on this, but I hear that the light novel progresses into those avenues.
Okay, I'm gonna
There's
keep
hope.
that.
There is hope. I'll tell you when I read it, but
Mhm.
that's what I hear through the grapevine.
Okay, that's gonna. I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna revisit it when that lily fully blooms.
I once in real life while doing game testing ended up breaking it with a bug.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Was that
I
Adam's
was
game?
testing a VR product and I took something and threw it in the sky and they couldn't get it back down without resetting the entire online game world.
Amazing.
Is
It's
this an
supposed to be an
Isekai
online game,
show?
so I broke it by just throwing something in the sky and no one else could pick it back up because beyond the interaction barrier.
The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. Feels like it was written by an AI. None of
Oh.
the characters speak like human beings. It's very
Yeah,
uncanny
okay.
valley.
I mean, given the recent advances in AI, Stable Diffusion, and
No, yeah,
GP,
that's what
etc.,
I'm saying.
maybe it was written by AI. You wouldn't
Yeah.
know,
Just-
right?
It just the characters very like robotically state their emotions and motivations to the fucking camera. It's so uncanny valley. I can't
But
do
then again, they're supposed to be based on Japanese people because this is a Japanese product. So, like, are they robots or are they just Japanese?
That's true,
Okay.
Eminem.
That is true, a
However,
hard question to figure out.
That's robots. You're racist.
however,
Um,
I have watched shows in recent
Hey, we are not
memory
racist.
which
He's
have
xenophobic, thank you very much.
which
I like to
have
believe that Japanese people actually
characters
are capable
with
of communicating
autism.
emotion.
and like they like are portrayed like not terribly.
I do want to believe that this is capitalism fault, what is happening
Okay.
in Japan. But
Okay.
Somehow
This is
people
not-
think
this is
this
not
angel
all
spoils me rotten
supported.
is
This
better
is-
than the low tier Tomozaki-kun, and I have a hard time believing that. I don't know. I mean, they're probably both like. I have no idea.
Low
There's
tier
no way.
Tomozaki-kun was actually kind of
Tomozaki-kun?
fun.
Yeah, like this show seems fine to me.
Yeah.
Like these,
Low-
I
low
wouldn't
tier-
describe
low
these
tier
characters as
Tomozaki-kun
robots or
is
anything,
actually
but
a
like
pretty fun
this show, how
Yeah.
would people like the show more? What? Okay, I guess it's just the sheer amount of people who got surveyed on the score. Okay.
Mm.
I don't know. The scores on my anime list are famously very reliable, of course. as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they're objective
Without a doubt.
truths.
Why are we
What?
even here? We should just like be reading the scores and adding
Right,
them.
yeah, we should just put them in a list and like post it on the channel
7.53.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
and be like,
Seven
our
ideas.
jump here is done. Yeah, our jump here is
I
done.
mean,
yeah.
with the VTuber
Come
anime
here.
coming up, I can't wait for when like 2 years down the line we actually do have AI written anime, and that's going to be in the title. Like
And it's
we,
gonna
Yeah.
be better than half
I'm
the
an
things that
AI
we're doing
anime
right now
character,
anyway.
and I wrote the script for this series. That's going to be the title, and I can't wait. It's going to be such a good
Here's the
show.
thing: in 4 years, that's gonna be better than average.
It will be. I believe it.
So,
Yes.
Inspector.
Inspector season 2.
I heard good things about the first season. Never watched any of it.
I watched the first season. It was astonishingly boring.
I guess it had nice character designs.
It's boring, but it's cute, right?
I mean, it's all right. I
it's
mean,
boring in that it's boring.
It's
like,
alright.
This creepy girl who's like forcing herself with this other guy.
yeah,
I don't know,
it's
someone might be into that.
I haven't. seen
I
it.
know for a
Oh,
fact
wow.
Eminem would refuse to watch
scripts-
this.
the
He'd be like,
scripts are
"This is
very
too
provocative this
heteronormative."
time.
I will stop.
A girl forcing herself on a guy. No, that's absolutely way below my standards. Would never even
Not
deign
like,
it
I'm
with
not
my
saying-
presence. No.
I'm not saying like role reverse are cool. It's just like this one girl who's forcing her presence on this other guy, and he's clearly not interested, but she's like continuously like trying to get with him.
Wait,
It's
really?
Not cute.
Huh.
It's not fun. It's just.
Okay.
It's just. I'm gonna.
I
I'm
watched-
gonna
I watched
go
the
with-
first
Oh,
two
so it's the
episodes.
worst. So it's the worst gag in Index season 3, just made into an entire show. Got
Oh
it.
my god! Do not remind me.
Bingo.
What do they do again? Like, I forgot. I watched the first 2 episodes of this show in the season 1. Like, she has a cane. That's the main thing I remember. She's cute and has a cane.
She has sacrificed a leg and an eye to the fairy people, so she can see fairies and be.
So it's like kinda like
be
Full
Metal
their
yeah.
fairy
Alchemist.
detective.
Yeah,
What
there
about
is
him? Why
there's
is
a
he
VTuber
doing
anime
stuff with
like
her?
this year coming up.
He is
like Hatsune
eaten
Miku
the
and
flesh of
stuff.
2 different mystical beings, and why do I remember this?
Or wait, no.
Whoa.
Good question.
Or no, not Hatsune
He has
Miku.
consumed the flesh of two different mystical beings, granting him the power of immortality and something else. I forget.
Rika,
Holy
Rika,
shit.
Rika, stop! You're making it sound cool. Stop! Stop!
Yeah,
It's so
making sense.
boring. They don't do
Honestly.
anything with it.
Yeah, that was-
I actually kind
Okay.
of want to watch this now.
Yeah, you just like Misfits, so I don't know if I
Now,
can
they
trust your
have
opinion.
cool powers, but then they just sit around talking for like the entire. Episode,
I
and
like
maybe an
characters
episode after that.
talking.
Oh.
They just sit there and talk about monsters and not even fight them with their cool "I ate the flesh of two different mystical beings" kind of powers.
I guess cool powers are a dime a dozen. This is anime after all.
Absolutely.
Oh, someone wants to compare
Kizuna
scores from the Mind
AI
list to any list.
anime.
Interesting.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Danmachi though, this one goes hard.
Doesn't know.
Now, I know people loved shitting on it when it came out, but it has always kind of gone hard, and now
Wait.
this goes harder.
I'm so
I
confused.
got-
Like, it took
I got
forever
ha-
for the. It took forever for like the second season. What season even is this? Is it actually?
Four.
This is season 4, part 2.
Oh my
What-
god!
what?
And
Where did all
it
this
has
come
gone
from?
pretty dark. It has gone pretty dark.
No,
I
seriously.
I remember
There was,
watching
like-
half of the first season, finding it okay and stopping, and also being on the patron list for the abridged series because I like that. So
Oh,
I'm on their Patreon.
Did
It's-
anyone here
it's
watch
bizarre.
Danmachi?
Yes, yes.
Mm-mm.
I have.
What is this?
This is the story of a town surrounding a giant dungeon, and that town has the gods of different mythologies just surrounded.
Mostly
like,
Greek and Roman.
Mostly Greek and Roman. A few. There's at least a star there, and some Ganesha, so to get some diversity, but it's mostly Greek and Roman. And each of those gods is the leader of a guild of adventurers. So this follows the story of Bel Cranel, the single disciple of the goddess Hestia.
Oh, I remember this. You showed me first season of this, Alex. I hated it.
No, I
I
showed you
have-
the abridged series.
Yeah, of course
No,
you
I
did.
also should have seen this, and holy shit, I hated it. Jesus, Hestia
Now
is
this
such a.
starts pretty bad. This starts pretty generic, wishy-washy fantasy wish fulfillment, but then it finds its footing, and it has definitely found its footing.
Trixie,
I'll
so you said
maybe
this gets
revisit it.
I'm
you
not,
get this gets more
recommending it
dark.
in the
Does
sense
that
of,
does that
oh,
like
watch
make the
first two
stakes
seasons,
higher?
Then it'll pick up. But I've been following it up until now. It's very watchable, and then it becomes really good, like in later seasons.
Yeah.
I
I'm
also
not
recommend the
confused.
abridged series, which I'm a
I have
patron
a,
of.
I have a
One
better
interesting
recommendation.
thing-
Mhm.
Yeah,
No,
one
I just-
interesting thing about this show. Well, you can go first, John.
No, go on. I'm known for butting into people's words, but by all means, go on. You are the returning hero here.
I was just thinking that like when this show came out, I think I'm not sure if before more people were elitists or anything like that, but I remember douchebag chocolate. If anyone knows that guy,
Chocolate.
or
What?
I
You
forgot
just
his
compared
other
it to
name.
Sword Art Online, and then nobody watched it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes
it
sense.
was a time of
It
like
just-
people being elitist and not liking a lot of fan
Mhm.
service. This show is very like in your face with it. Like
It's
the main girl
extremely-
has does she still have the thing on her breasts to make them go up?
The fucking breast ribbon.
Yeah, does she
That
have
was
this?
very
The thing?
popular back in 2015.
Yeah, does
Does
she
she,
still have
does she
that?
still rock it in 2023?
Of course she does. They haven't changed their
damn it.
character designs.
Oh god.
Whoa!
Okay. Which perfectly, Wiki, you're such a good wingman because this ties me perfectly into what I wanted to say, which is if you're interested, there's a better solution for you. Just go on Rule 34 and type in Hestia in the search bar.
No, yeah.
And you will get the full experience.
But the point is apparently there's more to this show now, and I don't know how.
In the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, this show was like the fun service show, and no, like you weren't supposed to watch for an elitist, and I was one of them. But I was trying to pretend to people who actually liked this show.
Mm.
So I was like, "What? You guys like this show? I thought we're not supposed to like this sort of stuff."
No, yeah.
I
So
swear,
it
I
seems-
thought this was like season 2 was like last year, and somehow there's 4 seasons. That's what I'm most
No,
surprised
no,
about.
But remember, there's 5 seasons. This is the 5th season in reality.
Part 2. This is like Attack on Titan all over again.
No.
I'm looking forward to Titan season, the final season, part 9.
Not
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I can't wait. All right,
It's
let's
pretty good, but I can't.
let's
really
talk about, and I
recommend
mean
it, but
skip
it's pretty good.
completely over. I think because we're gonna have nothing to say about the ice guy and his cool female colleague. I don't.
It's
awful.
It fetishizes corporate.
Hold on. Let's talk about it. It's
Oh
awful.
my god, it's one of those, just like the one with that we've seen like 2 seasons ago, or like 3 seasons
Wait,
ago, where
so
like
you're
we
telling
couldn't tell
me
that it's
this-
the different anime. Okay,
This is
Yeah,
actually
no, it's a different
romanticizing the
show.
corporate.
And
the corporate
boss,
space.
The middle manager in the office is literally
Yeah.
the son of Buddha.
Yeah.
So
Oh
fucking.
my
Basically.
gosh.
Yeah. It's awful.
I have
It's
low
so bad.
expectations for this, and you just lowered them.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's
Okay.
so bad.
so whatever
So, like-
happens, if we're gonna be giving our scores for this is the lowest rating because this glorifies corporate culture. Just
Yeah. Yeah, it
literally
does.
boosts,
It does.
doesn't even do romance well.
No,
It's
it doesn't
bad.
do the romance okay. Like even okay.
The romance is. Too
I've seen
clunky,
I've
and
seen
the
shows where
gore
it's like the
too
romance is like all right, or I'm like, that was kind of cringe, but like, no, it's just it's just bad. It's just bad.
Luke
It's just
mentioned
bad.
one good thing about this rom-com is that they're actually adults at least, but I don't know if
yeah.
that saves it since they're corporate slave adults.
That's
the
it.
characters are adults. Let's go.
Mm, that's
There we go. There's our gold standard. It's like the characters are.
Like,
I'm like, what a
corporate
great
slaves.
what a
Let's
great
go.
standard to hold things to.
there you go, Azat, in the chat. I know that this is specifically important for you. So this show, adults, that's for you.
Oh,
But there we
what,
go.
adults?
Unfortunately, they are boring and not even good characters.
They are boring as fuck, and they are
It-
terrible characters. Yeah.
Is this like The Office?
Is this like the
Yeah,
Office?
it is like The
Please,
Yeah.
please say this is like The Office. Please say
Yes,
this is like The
it
Office.
kind of is like The Office.
Oh,
It
good
kind
Lord.
of is like The Office. Yeah.
The Office. I don't know the names of the people from The Office. I don't watch. The
This is like The Office. It's also
Office.
terrible.
Literally the same characters.
Anime Office. Oh, Trigon.
Because
Okay,
Oh,
that's
let's,
it's
Light on
Trigon.
Time.
Yes, Trigon.
are we talking about
Because-
Trigon?
Oh, I
now?
watched Trigon.
Because
Alright,
of Light on
let's just
Time,
skip to
would you
Trigon
mind if
for a
we
second.
go to Bubble Daddies?
The Buddy Daddies show.
You mean
Buddy
Buddy
Daddies.
Daddy? Not Bubble
What
Daddy.
is it?
Buddy
Daddies.
Daddy.
I want to watch the Bubble
No,
Daddy show.
No, not Bubble.
Bubble Daddies and the Isekai and the Exorcist show and the other two shows.
Alex.
Okay, who
Yeah.
here watched the Bubble Daddies?
I did.
You mean
So-
Buddy Daddies?
It's officially Bubble Daddies now.
Yeah, we're calling it Bubble Daddies.
We are calling Bubble
Well-
Daddies now. So who watched
Okay,
Bubble
Bubble
Daddies?
Daddies. Okay.
Is it just me?
No, I've seen it.
I watched it.
I have. It is very
I
good.
watched it. I watched it today at work. It's
I-
fun. It's okay. I don't. It's fun.
Evan-
Like that's all I can say about it. It's
It's an
fun.
enjoyable
thought you
show.
hated it,
It's,
man.
it's cute.
No,
It
okay.
does vibe. It goes burr.
Yeah.
No,
It
I don't
was
want
fine, but
compliments
all I could
before
feel-
comparing it to Spy Family. You can't say
Okay.
it's good without comparing to Spy Family.
I
Compared
refuse
to Spy
compare-
Family, is
I
this
refuse
good?
to compare- I refuse
Nah.
to compare it to Spy Family. That's too easy.
I feel like to compare it to Spy Family, like it's. I feel like it has like less of a quote unquote moral core, but it's more geared towards like just the upbeat comedy of it. It's just fun to watch. It's full of action. It's fun.
I don't know.
That's it.
I found Anya less annoying than than not Anya.
Not Anya. This kid has like incredibly weird ability to simultaneously get into incredible amounts of trouble, and being completely oblivious that she's being shot at, which is wild. But like this consistently happens. She just does not
Yeah.
recognize the fact that she's being shot at.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
weird.
comedy
She
bit.
sees
It's
people
weird.
dying around her and she doesn't
Yes,
mind.
constantly. Yes. And she's just
Excuse
like,
me?
oh, fun game. Yeah, daddy, do a plane with me. Yeah, and it's like,
Are they
the
finding live
bullets are
ammo on a
flying.
child?
She is very stupid.
Is this America?
No, okay. I gotta point out. All right, I have a little bit of a rant about Bubble Daddies.
Okay.
Here's the thing. So it starts off with this random kid somehow traveling across the city, and no one like brings her to the police. And she, oh, where is this place? And they're like, I don't know. Keep asking. So everyone like in Japan just lets this 4-year-old kid just roam the streets of like I don't know, like a big city, Tokyo, and like no one like makes her go to the police.
I
or
don't know.
something. So she
Sounds like
just-
Japan to me.
Yeah.
That's a
you know,
very
Yeah,
bad
that
look
checks
for
out.
Japan.
Are they robots or are they just Japanese? Is a question. That is the theme for today's live stream.
And
My goodness, why are you so racist?
I'm not racist. I just.
I mean, the show doesn't help it. I don't know
I'm not
why are they.
racist,
I just yes.
I don't know. I
Leave
just
it
don't
hanging
understand how
there.
the setting isn't America if you're telling me that this child is constantly being fired at with live ammo. Like, that doesn't sound like Japan. That sounds like America to me.
This is America.
This-
This is actually the alternate universe where Japan got annexed by America. Hence the fusion of the two cultures.
Is this not the future where Japan got annexed by America?
I mean, it might be. It
Like,
very well might be.
Like in all but name, the capitalist, the economic conquest happened. The ideological conquest kind of happened.
Yeah, but here's been
I
a
mean,
full annexation. Hence why
the
there's
difference-
guns everywhere.
Japan is now a part of the world.
The difference is that Japan actually has a communist party that is pretty wacky and is like actually like kind of popular and is like up there. So that's the difference. There are some like contradictions in Japan that are just yearning to get out. So like Japan, I'm not gonna like write Japan off entirely right now. It's not completely sunken into the level of just being
Yeah.
neoliberal, but it's almost there. Like as far as
It's
anime is
close.
concerned, it's
close.
completely there. But it's like it has a chance. There's a light in the tunnel, a small
We
chance.
all have a chance.
Well, no, America doesn't.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, America doesn't.
Fair enough.
Yo,
fair enough.
one other
they
show-
Do, they do.
I have more to say about this show.
Okay, go.
Oh, okay.
All right, continue, Wiki.
All right, so we have, as we can see, a Japan weird, yeah, kid just roaming around. Okay, and then somehow she like is able to teleport on the mission that he is in, and that's how he meets her and stuff.
Mhm.
And so after that, this crazy assassin guy just keeps bringing her to missions for some reason, and then she they literally just, I don't know, all the time people just like they just let her in danger, and people shoot him even though he's carrying a kid. So all these bodyguards and stuff, I don't know, no one cares that she's a kid. People keep shooting at her all the time. I don't know why. And after all that, the guy goes into this emotional speech about how he really cares about her and he needs to protect her after like running from a bunch of bullets with her in his arms when
Yeah.
he was the one who brought her to the mission. So yeah, I think this show has a very weird tone where, I don't know, people just don't care about kids.
They
It's a
tried
very
portraying it as if it didn't have any choice.
there was a
have a
lot of
theory.
choice.
I have a theory. I
Does
have
he
a
get
theory.
money? Like, is it that hard to put her in a place so they care?
I'm gonna-
What?
And
I'm gonna
Listen,
Wiki,
of course they're
Wiki.
rich.
They
That,
will.
there's no such
eventually.
thing in Japan. It's really lackluster.
I'm
at
gonna
least when it comes to
venture a theory
orphanages.
here. This is gonna be crazy, but what if, and follow me on this, what if the girl is actually not real and she's just a figment of the imagination of the main character? He's only imagining her. That's why everybody's shooting at him.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
explain
Yo.
so much.
Maybe this is like
Everywhere else
Sixth
is just-
Sense.
Everyone
Only
else
he
is
can
just
see her.
humoring him.
Yeah, and everybody else is like shooting at him, and he's the only one who can see her.
How do you explain that one guy?
Is this the
that-
next
that,
Odd
like,
Taxi?
how do you
Is this-
They're
explain-
both
how do you
dead.
explain-
They can both see dead people. That's
We
fine.
need more shows like Odd Taxi. I hope Buddy
I
Daddies
agree.
is the next Odd Taxi.
I agree.
I still need to watch that one. Don't tell me.
Do you mind if after this we skip to one more thing on the border?
Yeah. Go ahead, Alex. What's
Oh
up
wait,
next?
I don't want to shit on the show too much though. I like bad boy Sasuke guy who with the kids.
They
It's
are
really
very
cute seeing them
fun.
too.
I
love
like
them
to see
both.
I like to see the quiet kid grew up fine.
Yeah, me too.
You-
I love the
there's-
characters. I hate the reality. Like nothing makes sense. Everyone hates kids, but I love the characters. They're all cute.
Alex, so you have limited time. So
Yeah,
if-
the
if-
next
if
one I
we-
want to see, I actually saw was the Exorcist show. That's the last one I
Oh.
actually watched.
Okay.
Which there's quite a few Exorcist shows. Which
No
one?
The
down.
specific one. I assume you mean the gender bent Exorcist show, yeah?
No.
No.
No? Oh, different. Okay,
Are you
good.
talking about-
Scroll
Go
down.
down.
I'll stop you.
Wait, how long are we scrolling down? Are we talking about
I
Monogatari? This is
saw
an
it before,
Exorcist show.
So scroll down just a bit.
Just a bit.
Narayakashi Triangle.
You realize I'm
A
out of
little
sync
bit
with
more.
you.
There,
You
we
re-
found it. You're on it. You're on it. You're on it. Now you're way above it.
That's what I'm saying. We're out of sync, Alex. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Okay, the world's strongest exorcist gets reincarnated to another world.
More. Nope.
This is
just a
Japanese or
disaster.
English. I mean, come on, we're out of sync here. You gotta work with me. No, you gotta say the Japanese name.
Japanese name, otherwise we're not gonna be able to find it.
Saikyo no Onmyoji.
Psycho.
Saikyo no Onmyoji. Something. Forgot it. It's really long. No, that's the fruit of evolution.
Oh my gosh, this
This
is
show
gonna end
I
horribly.
also
This
saw
is
for
gonna
5
end horribly.
seconds. It was cute, I guess, to save $1 billion show. That was cute, but don't know much more to say on it. So I guess I should just start talking about the Exorcist show.
Oh, okay, this show. I found it. This looks...
No, it's the one right above it.
No reason to yell at the stream because I'm already minutes past you, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. You have it. You have it next to the Isekai no video.
Yeah, I found
He
it.
had it minutes ago. There's a delay, people. Amazing professionalism. Amazing. We're kind of above the rest here. Clap for Weeb Revolution because holy shit, somebody.
Okay, we
has
got
it.
the synopsis. That's
So,
the
The show
portrayal.
I dislike and am fine with at the same time. It very much strikes me as the stereotype of like the isekai show, but executed well enough. Does that make sense? Or like,
This is a lot of effort we've just gone through for the one show that is like the most mid show in the whole season.
yeah,
The most
It's-
unoffensive, like 5 out of 10. I'm gonna watch this because it's very watchable popcorn and
perfect. Yes.
pizza kind of show.
And like, it feels like it should be worse, but it also feels like it's good enough that you wish it was a bit better.
This was a whole lot of build up to a joke that is not coming, dear audience.
Ugh.
Yes.
So to give you an idea of how generic this is, the premise of this is guy gets reincarnated to a world of magic but no magic, but he gets a different magic system.
Which is really cool in theory.
Theory, but it's just
really
magic
cool in
again.
Theory is also like everybody else is using generic RPG magic, but he is using like ancient like Japanese magic.
Which you
Oh.
could do
Like,
way more if
from
the guy just
Buddhistic-
having a different
Buddhistic
power system.
chants and all of that, and and even like Chinese alchemy and shit. It's really cool, but it's
So you're-
executed so mediocrely.
Okay, so he reincarnated into a family and didn't inherit their magical powers, but his
Yes.
powers are way stronger anyways.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't
That
get
is
any of
pretty
the
funny.
cool RPG spirit magic, but was he actually Abeno Seme, or he's like just the strongest exorcist? He can summon.
Yeah, he was.
he
He,
sum-
he,
he
in his
summons
world, apparently
yokai,
he conquered Japan single-handedly.
Okay, this is a funny.
Oh.
This is a funny synopsis. I just wish it wasn't so mid from your other
I'm
descriptions.
so
It
fucking.
is-
I'm so incredibly tired of overpowered protagonists that aren't Anos Voldigold.
The bigger problem I
Oh
also
my
have.
god! Get off your fucking roll already.
No,
Is this one of those shows where like the main guy, everyone hates him because you don't have powers, you suck, you have low magic power.
No,
But
not
actually-
really.
Yes,
Just this
no,
really
no,
annoying
Actually,
part.
I am the most powerful one, but you think I'm weak, but actually.
No, this is the guy got really butthurt after he got betrayed after taking over the world in his old world. So he's like, fuck, now I have a complex. I can't let people know I'm awesome. Or else people will hate me again. Like they did in the old world. where I
Oh no,
literally
this
took
is
over the
even
planet.
worse, honestly.
It's just
Oh.
that thing again, which they
Okay.
do like every fucking season.
it's not
Like,
Chivalry of the
about-
Failed Knight.
I'm sorry.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Chivalry of a Failed Knight was fucking great.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But
Yeah,
it
Chivalry
also-
does it well.
Yeah,
All
Chivalry
right, let's
did
just
well.
let's just end it at
It
that.
also
This
has
is so
enough
mid.
things
Just
to-
Because it's just like actually depicts the story of someone. As
It
opposed
al-
to this thing, which depicts nothing.
just
I go back when I say they didn't do it well, but everything else was good, so it didn't matter.
Just
but
don't
the,
watch
the,
that
the fact that the
show,
main guy is able
just-
to be strong without magic makes no sense.
On
Let's just
Fortnite,
worship
there's
Honest
only so
Voldigold,
many-
okay?
There's only so many words we can waste
the-
on an anime.
But one
so
other thing that, like,
there's only one show you need to watch, and it's
It's
Misfit. of a
really
DD.
annoying on this
See,
show.
there's only one show you need to watch, and it's actually there's a couple of shows you need to watch.
No, well, okay. I would say there are two shows, but
Can I finish my last thing on the show?
Misfits is not even like in the top 3 for this season.
you're wrong. Okay, Alex. Yes, Alex, finish. What do you want to finish about this
One of the
completely mediocre
things-
show?
But other than that, I find annoying is it did the same category of I'll be from Westworld and I'll be the nice slave owner, so it's fine. With the character that's strong enough to just end the slave trade.
Oh
or
yeah,
free
no, he
someone.
also has a slave.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's like, nah, she's
But it's
family.
fine,
She's
he
the
didn't
nice
buy-
slave
It's
owner.
fine. He didn't buy her. He just inherited her.
so
Yeah.
you're telling me he has all that power and he doesn't do anything about it? Okay. So,
Yes.
Nah, he doesn't care.
So
He just doesn't
not
care.
only is it
Another
mid,
show.
it's just reactionary
In
as
his
hell. Okay.
defense, he does come from like, is it feudal or even like prehistoric Japan? He comes
I don't
from,
know.
like,
It looks pretty
ancient-
feudal for when he took it over the planet.
No, yeah. In his defense, he does come from pretty like ancient Japan, so he doesn't.
I don't think that's a good
about
defense, but
slavery
okay.
Like that, but like absolutist morality, blah blah. Fuck him.
So Misfit of a Demon King is more progressive than this. mid.
Absolutely,
Possible.
every single way, every single conceivable way.
I
mean,
mean,
there-
does not need slaves because he can do everything by himself.
All right, I'm gonna. Well, if that's all you had to say, Alex, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
I'll
Have-
stick around
have
to
fun
talk
playing
like
your
10 minutes
game.
and other things, but that's everything I've actually seen.
Okay. I'm gonna bridge us to this show I want to talk about, Spy Classroom. I've seen a couple episodes of this. I was excited, but I'm kind of let down so far. I don't see this going in a positive direction from here on out, but I could be wrong.
Wait, spy? Do they learn how to
The-
spy?
So you're
They
led
learn
to
about the family.
you're led to believe that this is a show about their spy education, but quickly they're already on like a deadly mission where they could all die by episode 2. So you get massively baited because you think they're all in this like mansion to learn from this master spy, the best spy in the world, who's obviously like a guy. So there's just like this one master spy and like about, I'm not sure exactly how many, maybe like 9 female characters or something like that. And yeah, one of the like, because the teachers, like, I don't know how to actually like teach you this other than through practical example. So yeah, there's some weird stuff like, okay, so we're gonna break into a shower and try to assassinate the master assassin or the master spy, and it comes off as weird. Like, the dude's
Are you
naked,
telling
chill
me in
out.
this
This sounds
show-
like
Just
this sounds like
again.
yeah. This sounds like
You think
you're
it is
taking
assassination
extra
classroom.
steps to like get to like what you're looking for.
It's
I mean,
just
to
just
think
like-
about it, every single show is like this. As in Naruto,
Just
they
watch
also, like,
Akuma no Riddle.
in the
instead.
second episode, they're also fighting like a
no,
dangerous
don't watch
mission.
Akuma no Riddle, but don't do
Well,
that.
yeah.
Watch
no,
Aquaman
you
and
should.
Riddle. Absolutely watch Aquaman and Riddle.
Yeah.
Holy shit, watch
No.
Aquaman and Riddle. Watch it again.
While we're giving bad recommendations,
You
should
know,
watch your regular
actually-
high school.
I might
no,
rate
no,
What are you
Aqua-
talking about? Aquaman and Riddle is so gay. It's so great, and also so
No.
gay, but it's so great.
You were here in magical high school shall not be talked about again.
Okay.
It's,
If you want a terrible anime to watch Magical Warfare.
So my point is, this show, I don't know, like the pacing seems way off. Like it feels like they skipped over an entire arc if this was some other show, and
yeah.
it goes from you're going to learn how to do this to, okay, so now you're on the mission where if you get caught, you're killed, and you had
You're dead.
like you have no implication that like they actually learned how to be spies, because
Is this
from
based on a manga by any chance?
it is based on a light novel.
Is it possible it did the thing that
Oh.
other thing did, where it basically skipped 20 books?
It's possible. I mean, because from the premise is all these people were handpicked because they were like the worst of their class, because like this is some world where like spies are the most important people because they're
so
done.
they
with-
were the worst spy class there.
but they're the worst ones. They're like almost failing out, flunking, and somehow by episode 2 they're like on the most high stakes mission of the
Oh,
day.
tragic.
It's just I don't know.
That sounds like a shitty.
No, that sounds like trash. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, bad writing.
that sounds terrible.
I
I'm
don't-
like,
I don't
I'm
think
like-
that-
the first episode and I just dropped it in the middle.
That-
because, like I did not like anything I saw. It looked
Yeah,
like
do we
so
keep talking about
annoying.
awful shows because we can if you want.
Yeah, let's
Anyway.
start with another awful show. If you...
How about Ice Blade? Yeah, the Ice
Oh
Blade.
my
The
God,
Ice
we're gonna get to
Blade
Ice Blade.
show.
And now we
Yeah.
have like 3 words to say about Ice Blade.
It's terrible.
Yeah, okay. You
It's-
have 2 sentences, Winter.
It's
We don't have-
terrible.
we don't have-
It's
we don't have
boring. and nothing happens. Like it's just nothing.
I
It's
just love the
nothingness.
preview image. It literally like come on. Come on. Don't tell me this isn't like budget Bochi the Rock in this corner here.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
It's so
It's
bad.
so bad.
It's
It's
such a bad
unspeakably
preview.
watched
bad.
Bush- Bush- the Rock.
I really enjoyed the one thing that they did differently than any other story of this particular formula, which is like as soon as he gets into the school, he just immediately joins the club of like the most like essentially
Yep.
the Mob Psycho Body Improvement Club.
Yep.
Oh no.
Essentially,
That's
he
how
joins
it
the
started.
Muscle Worship Club, and then immediately after that, like hot on the heels of just having like the stupidest fucking workout montage with his like 20-something muscular dudes, he just immediately
Yeah.
goes and joins the tea club of like the most pretentious girls, and also drinks tea with them.
Yep.
And it's
That's
like,
about it. That's
and
how it
it's just- and
starts.
That part is enjoyable, but you know, that's all there is to
Is
it.
it
Oh,
really? I mean,
it
is the-
really goes
sorry.
back into like
I need to ask this question.
generic
He does
anime.
sexualism really well for like 5 seconds and then moves right on.
I need to ask this question: is the gimmick of this one really that he has a blade made of ice and that's it?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
he does.
God,
Oh yeah,
how
he
the
does have
hell?
a blade.
Oh my
He
God,
does
no.
have
I would
a
tell you
blade
that
made
would
of
be a
ice.
massive spoiler for episode 4.
Yeah,
You know-
I know.
Okay,
It'd be
you
a
know-
terrible spoiler for
You
you
know-
to know the answer
you
to
know-
that.
In fact,
Yeah,
no,
it would be a
just
giant
between you and
spoiler.
me,
I'm
just between you and
sorry.
me. He actually has multiple ice
Yeah.
It's-
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah,
2
yeah.
ice
Oh my
blades to
God,
rule
it's
the
multiple
world.
ice swords, oh my God.
He's
Listen,
dual
listen.
wielding ice blades. Oh my God, he's
It's
just like
multiple
Naruto.
ice blades, yeah.
He can even create ice not in the shape of the swords sometimes.
Yeah,
my
God,
God,
yeah.
He's got an
shit,
ice
oh my
rod.
God.
You can make ice blades in the shape of the sword. Yeah, of
Only
course.
Oh,
be
wow.
Okay, listen. I'm a huge
The
believer.
best show of this season.
Listen, I'm a huge believer in the idea that you don't need an incredibly intricate premise to have a good show. You can have something incredibly simple. But like when you're doing an anime that is supposed to be like about powers and like is dipping into this Isekai
Yeah.
Academy aesthetic,
He has
like,
ice blade.
give him a more interesting power
He
than
has
the
ice
fucking
blade.
ice blade.
He has
Anders
fucking ice
Vortigold,
blade.
for example.
I fucking.
All right,
No, but he has fucking ice blade. That's what he's got. That's it.
I
Yep.
petition that.
I'm
that
hyped,
after
I'm
this
hyped,
stream,
I'm
we
watching this one.
We change the name of this video to Eminem filleting Anos Voldigold for 3 hours straight.
this sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna do it afterwards.
And then the ice blade slices him off. Yeah.
Now,
All right, do we wanna?
Get that shitty ice pick out of my sight. Anos
by
only.
the way,
Do we have
there
anything
is
to
also
say
the
about
number
Trigun?
skip there.
Ah, Trigun. Yeah,
Wait. You're
Trigun.
You have skipped
Yes.
the Invisible Boy.
Oh yeah, the
Whatever,
Invisible Boy.
skip
Right.
It is very on brand to skip it, but also
Right-
it's really boring.
Oh,
right-
this
right
one.
next to
Okay, I know what
Bubble-
you're talking
Bubble-
about. Kubo
Yeah.
san.
Kubo.
Kubo-san, yeah. Kubo-san
It's
wa
just kind of dull. It's cute, I guess. It's mostly boring. It has a
Yeah, I read some of the
gimmick is
manga.
alright.
I just read a few chapters and I'm like, I've seen enough of this, and I put it down.
Me too.
like,
Me too, in fact.
like
also watched-
I,
and then
it's
seen
it's
the anime
it's
stuff.
cute, wholesome, and then it's just like I don't feel like reading anymore.
I'm satisfied. Yeah, that's like a good bag of chips. You know, you've eaten it, and you're like, okay, that's it. I don't.
And then you put it down because the main character's invisible. You don't need to acknowledge he's there.
It's
It's
really
just-
salty snack that you eat one of them and you're like, I think I get.
No,
the point.
no.
This was yummy, but I don't think
It's-
I'll eat the whole bag.
It's not just a salty snack. It's like a puffy snack you bite into, and you don't even know you're eating it. And then,
it's
it's kind of delicious.
No, it's not very watchable. It's like something really fishy that you eat one of them and you're like, I get the point. It's nice, but if I eat like more than 3 of them, I'm not gonna enjoy it anymore.
Yeah, just gonna break my taste bud. It's like, okay, yeah, that's good. I get the point. That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Nothing to write home about.
Where do we go from here?
I want to talk about Trigun. I mean,
Trigun.
to be honest, I haven't
Yeah.
seen much of
Talk about
this,
Dragon.
and I really don't know if I should watch this if I haven't really seen like more than like an episode of the original. But I think that the animation in this looks really on point. Like it's
I
impressive.
recommend watching the original first, just because of the way this one is edited. I've watched both, so like, has anyone else?
Yeah, Trigun is.
I watched
very...
the first 2 episodes of the original to compare.
So Trigun, the original Trigun, it has this like really cool, 90s to early 2000s kind of aesthetic.
I have
And it
not
goes
completed
really-
Trigun, but
and
I
it
Yeah,
have
the
watched
opening
it.
is a rock song. It's really
Yeah.
it's just the soundtrack. Like, there's no voice.
I'm not gonna say too much about it. It's just like it goes really hard, but
Yes.
sometimes it doesn't go too hard. Like the hardness is not even. Whereas
Wait, what do you
Stampede
mean by
goes
hard?
What do you think I mean by hard?
Like
It
rock?
slaps, it bangs, it goes hard. It is cool.
It
is
goes
really-
hard, man.
It is really cool. Trigun is
Mm.
cool. Do I need to like explain that?
So-
Yes,
I mean,
Trigun
the
is
first-
cool.
Is this just
Well,
a
in the
this is just a
very
reboot, right?
cool.
This is
But-
a reboot, yeah.
Now, the original
Well-
Trigun has a lot of mysteries that like get resolved really slowly until the end, and Trigun Stampede kind of like opens with them. So, if you want to enjoy the slow unraveling of the character of Vash and the world around him, that's the original. Trigun Stampede kind of assumes you already know that stuff and just like does not waste time on it, which is a really cool idea, but it creates that kind of duality to it.
I see. I think I see what you mean.
I think it's
Um,
incredibly important to remind everybody that this anime stars Vosh from YouTube, who we all know. And
You will
Oh,
also be your Vash
now I
Stampede.
now I
You
know
will
what Wiki
be
meant
your-
when he.
excuse me.
Now I know what Wiki
You will not
meant
have
when
that.
Wiki
Vash
sent me a
the
message.
Stampede,
Vash
the
was
paragon
cool.
of
You
love
meant
and
Vash.
peace is like the most based human being in all of existence.
Yeah, no, these are literally two of the most contrastable like personalities.
personalities. Well, I mean, one of them is a pedophile. So.
Oh yeah, one of them is a
One of them
pedophile. The
pedophile, and the other one is just like, how to even begin to describe?
Yeah,
Vash Stampede?
he's
Well, I mean,
he's
we
cool.
can start.
He's based. He's
Listen,
based.
listen,
He's
listen. We
based.
can start. We can start with not a pedophile, and that's a good
Not
start.
a pedophile. Yes.
but then again,
we
I
can
I
start
tell
there.
you about like pacifist cowboy Diogenes.
Yeah.
My dude is just like carrying a gun, but he will only use it to save people
Oh.
and not to kill anyone.
Yep.
Except
I wanna
he is-
point out
he has,
something,
like
though.
Matrix levels of stacked with that gun, so he can just do that.
Yep.
Because
I'm
you
gonna
say
give
he's
an
very
angry
a very
comment for
nice
Vosh.
dude and stuff. And but I watched the original, the first two episodes to compare with the first three ones in the modern one, and it seems in the original he's actually kind of like a little bit of a womanizer.
Is he?
Like in the second episode, like there is this woman in the man in a mansion thing. Oh yeah, by the way, the original is insanely anti-capitalistic. Like at the beginning, there is like this guy is like hiding
Yeah.
from the fact that
Yep.
he's creating
yeah.
a water drought so he can control the water supply and profit
Yeah,
a lot.
he creates a water drought so that he can profit off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and-
Trigun. Watch both. It's very good. Obviously.
And like there is this woman who is trying to find like reveal that, get evidence and
no,
fuck
I
this
remember this
capitalist dude.
part for sure. I'm like, yeah.
And,
it's
and
like,
she's
yeah,
cool as fuck. But like she's supposed to, she would be the normal main character in normal stories. But our normal character, our main character is Vash. Vosh is
Vash.
Yeah, Vash.
No, let's just keep calling him Vash.
Vash the Stampede.
Vash
Vash.
the Stampede.
Vash the Stampede.
I really hope we're gonna get an angry comment from Vosh or some of these sycophants here. Keep going.
I wish.
Yeah, so Vash is like, it starts like hugging her too hard and like chasing her around too much, and she like looks at him like with like this glare, like get the fuck away from me, dude. What the fuck? But he proves to be useful at the end and actually helps everyone. So she's like, oh, I guess I like this guy a lot now.
Eh. The original has a lot of flaws and has a lot of excellent things. This is why I say like the original goes, as it slaps about as much as you expect from a 90s show that can be compared to stuff like Cowboy Bebop.
Right, I was gonna compare it to that.
But
Yeah.
then that tone, that kind of like
Yeah,
level
it's
of
definitely
awesomeness is
in
not
that
even-
Cowboy Bebop kind of like
This
But-
family.
Comparatively, Trigun Stampede is a CGI show that is done with the same studio that did Hoseki no Kuni and Beastars.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
The CGI,
That-
Oh,
the CGI is
yo.
excellent.
That's the main
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hyped now. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
no,
Studio
they-
Orange
They
was
have
responsible for this.
excellent CGI.
But
yeah.
now
The
I'm a
aesthetic is
believer.
absolutely top notch, but then it's a lot more evenly tempered, if you would use that kind of metaphor.
I guess
just
that's fair.
just
It's
one note,
well
like
paced.
just one note about this, like when you were talking about Vash in the original being a sort of a womanizing character, like I just in my mind, I haven't seen the original Dragon, but like in my mind I immediately just compared it to Spike, in the sense that like he is this deep character with like a deep emotional trauma and like a lot to say and a lot to work through, but he is also just a cool dude, and part of being a cool dude in the
Yeah.
90s was being a womanizer. So like
Yeah, no,
No,
very
yeah.
much
So,
cool
can I
dude
just
in the
give some final
90s.
words
He's not,
before I
Yeah.
leave?
he doesn't do anything too
It's-
creepy as far as I remember.
Yeah, it's not too
it's
bad.
not
It's
that
just
creepy,
It's just
but-
too annoying.
It's
It's just
not
annoying.
that
Yeah,
kind of-
Can I
he's
give some
just
final
like,
words before I leave?
um,
of course, Alex.
I would just like to say before I leave, because I know you'll get to it, I do approve and give a thumbs up for the gay inventor anime of the season. I don't have anything to say, I don't think anything else would, so just like to leave saying I give my approval to that.
And
Okay,
You may
like
go back
that,
to
like
talk about
that,
Bosch.
we are
Yes.
now talking about the gay inventor anime.
we are now about to talk about
Oh.
the gay.
We're gonna
no,
go back to
yeah.
You know
Trigun
what
though,
time it
right?
is.
The best.
We will
You know
go
what
back
time
to
it
Trigun,
is.
right? Right.
The
sorry I have to leave
magical
now.
revolution.
I leave you all. I'm pretty sure you'll say nothing I don't. I approve of the show. Thumbs
Right.
up.
All right.
What could we possibly ever do without Alex approving of this show?
Thank you,
Honestly.
Alex, you magnificent bastard.
Okay.
Can I
have
talk
a
about
night.
the gay girls now?
Good
Yes,
night.
let's
Good night.
go.
Let her cook. Let her cook.
Gay girls, right? Stay with me. Also
Yo.
I'm
communism.
already with you.
Also communism.
Yes,
right?
revolutions in
You
the
with me
title.
there? Also gay girls. now,
Revolution.
Hey,
now,
it's
now,
gay
now
girls
that
and
I-
communism.
Now that I
Yeah.
have your attention, we have here a violently gay, explicitly gay Eminem. Is this explicitly gay?
It's as explicitly gay as it could possibly be to satisfy me without like
The
Let-
fucking
let's-
on camera.
without okay, I don't want to put it into those terms, but it's like it manages to fulfill my rules without being
Do
like
they kiss?
not yet.
Not yet.
God damn
but
it!
this is- Not yet, but this is like there are like 4 episodes of this out, so like it's impossible for them
It's
to
4
kiss
episodes of this out,
even
and
even I'm not crazy to demand that they kiss like in episode 3, so like it's fine.
Oh
Is it-
episodes are
boy.
out,
But I know
and
you,
the
Eminem.
first
Isn't
or
your limit
second
episode
one,
6?
The
Yeah.
protagonist has already like been explicitly depicted coming out to her dad as like at the age of like I don't know 6 or something. Like, hey, by the way, I'm really fucking gay.
Mhm.
And then like spending like 3 episodes just making moves on the other character
Yeah.
Whoa.
who
The
is
whole- the-
pretty, who is pretty receptive to it. Now, gay girls, I can talk about that forever, but can we just talk about the fact that this is all happening under the second layer of magical communism and magic for the masses? In this world, magic is the property of the nobility. And that's kind of cringe. So our protagonist just goes, what if I make the kind of what if I make magical technology that can benefit the working class?
This is explicitly revelation.
And that is the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius like young lady.
I'm
They
hyped.
just go around. They just go around being
No.
gay girls and creating magic for the masses.
Now I'm genuinely curious because I've only seen the, like 2 episodes. But does it deliver on that premise as well as it delivers on the gay part, like the whole inventor, like inventing magical items?
I cannot tell you. I don't actually know. This is like very high on my light novel read list, but
Oh, you
I
read the light
know that-
novel?
No, it's high on her read list of light novels.
No, yeah, it's up there. It's like the next one I'll read probably. I'll tell
Oh.
you when I do, but I can tell you for sure that this is like an explicitly Yuri light novel, and it will end about as well as you expect from something of that genre.
It's I mean it's very reassuring to me specifically that it's explicitly called out as girl love on my anime list. Like this is just what it is. This is part of the genre. This is not like gay bait. This is not pretending. No, this is
This
it.
is not
This
like
is the
Curse
story.
Recoil here. Like we know that they
Yeah.
end up together.
Exactly. This
Already,
is
I'm pretty sure if you read the line, they already start dating like at some point, and they.
There's also
they
a
still
secret chapter that is, shall we say, cursed, that you should not look up.
Oh,
What?
There's a bonus chapter that offer maybe let loose on the internet, or maybe it was a fanfic. Who knows? But I've been told it's canon somehow.
Oh, I need to check that out.
man, Calliope really knows the community.
Yeah, I know the deep
And-
lore of
rumors.
this show.
When you say that it's cursed, do you mean that it's straight, or like what?
No,
what do you mean?
no,
Like,
I
cursed?
just mean it's
No,
lewd.
never.
I just mean it's lewd. That's all I mean.
Oh, so we have okay. That's not
What are
cursed.
you talking about?
That is a blessing from the gods. That is.
So they, Calliope, do you mean they kiss?
Well, the
Yeah,
thing, the
they
problem.
hold hands. They hold
They
hands,
do a
bro.
little
They
more
hold
than
hands.
that. They do a little more than
They-
that.
they-
The
they
only
sit there-
problem.
Oh my god!
The only problem with this chapter I'm talking about is it's translated from Chinese to English, and it doesn't read very well at
We'll
all.
get through that. We'll get through that. As long as.
Yeah, I know,
may
it just
that-
needs
may
like
that- may
another
that continue- may that
translation or
always be
something.
the biggest of our problems.
Yeah, we're talking
The
like
the hentai chapter is in Chinese. Oh no.
yeah, we're talking about
just
the
I'll
0.5
just tell
chapter.
you, they do more than hold hands.
I
That's
just
all.
want to point out. I just want to point out.
I'm sure the taco meal is very delicious. Anyway.
Just want to point out that this means Calliope, that they do be fucking on screen. Yes, I win.
No, that doesn't mean it's gonna
I
happen
win.
on screen. That's not happening.
Well, I mean,
now,
dead.
now,
Yeah, you win.
this is one of the animes to watch this season. It is delivering on every promise, and it will continue to do so. Pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah, this show has a lot of promise. I'm excited,
Couldn't be more hyped.
and it seems like we're gonna get a lot more Yuri show this year than we did last year. So that's something to look forward to.
Yes, yeah, no, not just hopefully, definitely. The I Favor the Villainess has already been confirmed to be airing this season.
That yes. We've known for a while that this is coming, and we have been excited all around for it. We're not there yet, but we're almost there. We feel it. It's tantalizing.
Nothing to add, Your Honor.
All right, so are we wrapping that up or
I think so.
cool?
I'm hyped.
I
Have
don't think
anyone
anyone has
watched that?
anything to say about this show, but I'll
What
just
did-
ask.
What
Um,
show? You
which
mean
show?
the-
I've watched the-
Adventurers who don't believe in humanity will save the world. I like the
Oh,
title.
I watched the
Bro.
first episode.
It's surprisingly good. It's surprisingly good. I really like the like the. It's a pretty minor spoiler for episode 3, but it's like the premise kind of revealing itself more. I don't know if I should say, but I don't feel like it's more. It's not really a spoiler. It's not a surprise. It's just the premise kind of adds another layer to it. Have anyone watched this besides me?
I was trying to read the manga once, and I just wasn't understanding it. Like I couldn't tell if maybe the translation was awful again, or I don't know. It didn't flow. But I shall get the anime to show.
It works pretty well. It's one of those like D&D parties kind of assembly of humans, and each of them has this like semi-tragic, got kicked from a party, got kicked from a school, got betrayed by this or that. And they are all just like really, as the title says, they don't believe in humanity. They've lost their faith in humanity. They've eaten some trash, and now they are kind of like having this like, oh, we don't believe in any other person, but we can find solidarity because we were all betrayed.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool because the way they meet each other, everyone goes to their party to the pub.
I kind of
But
like
they
that,
don't
that
have
gimmick.
parties,
But does
so
it
they
do
all
as
sit
well as
together on the
Beast
only
Tamer?
table
though?
who like for people who are alone.
Exactly.
Does it do it
That's
as well
funny.
as Beast Tamer?
And
Is
that's
the
a very
real
and that's a
question.
very and then they slowly learn to kind of believe like in each other and cooperate and stuff, and that goes pretty well.
I mean, sounds
Yeah,
like
I
good
feel like-
shit.
It's
I feel like
it's not
the
the best,
priest-
but it's
Like the
It's
priest's
well.
like
Oh my
backstory is.
gosh.
I watched the first episode, just the first episode.
I just
I don't know, I
realized
feel
how
like they kind of. What is it?
I just realized how dangerous this is getting. We're backing ourselves into a corner we might not want to get into. We only have a few more shows in between the dark territory.
The dark there, the dark.
Oh, are you
continent.
talking about that one? The one of the dog.
The one with
Yeah.
the dog. God damn it!
we're
not-
talking about, we're talking about the
Oh,
one.
no.
The one with the dog. Wait, which one with the dog? The one
There's
No,
a certain show this season.
Tsukino Hito ni Hiroata.
There's
I
a
love that one with the dog. It's my
Man
favorite show this
reincarnated.
season.
Man reincarnated.
My
as a
Life
dog.
as Inuki's dog.
I love that one.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
I'm already
brilliant of isekai.
nauseating. in
The-
pain.
with the
It's-
one
we
room
didn't- we
anime,
skipped
but you
Farmville.
are the
We skipped
dog.
Farmville.
Is the Farmville show
We
good?
skip the anime that is literally a Stardew Valley playthrough.
Oh,
What?
Yo. Stardew Valley is
I'm
fun.
just so burnt out on the like isekai farm stuff after that other farm show that was so
Oh,
mid.
That had a lot of promise.
yeah.
And
No. But this one, unlike the other farm show, is actually just a guy farming in another world.
Oh, actually farming, not fighting demons with his
He literally
hoe.
just stands there and farms for 22 minutes, and he's just like it's you know the first few chapters of Spider, the Spider isekai.
No,
You know
yeah.
how it's just like an
Oh.
never-ending internal monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah, people talk a lot about that.
It's essentially that. When I say it's a playthrough, it literally feels like a playthrough. It literally feels like one person just commentating about how he's, oh, now I can carve some mugs. Oh, if I drill here, I can do this. And if I plant these, maybe I can grow that. And you just like continuously just like
Yeah,
Commentates
gamers are
on
really
his
good
own.
writers.
Okay, look, this sounds
So-
absolutely awful, but I know that there are people who enjoy like farming simulator.
now, and I enjoy that. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
But then it stopped. Then it stopped because they just kept shoving more and more women into the.
And that's
Oh,
bad.
so
and
it's
that's
farming
bad.
and
As we
women.
know, the one thing that Rika
Sorry,
hates
sorry.
is when there are women involved
You know
in
what?
farming
How
anime.
do I say this? None of them are women with agency and character. They are all just humanoid females with their agency is having boobs.
This is what we have Kanan.
But
for.
that is the plot. What are you
Which are
talking
very
about?
powerful.
I don't know. I was with you on the Stardew Valley, but you're saying it's not like that at the end of the day?
When it stopped being just a guy commentating on his progress farming and creating a cool like village, like I enjoyed the story of this guy doing hard labor with the power of magic and creating tomatoes and then talking about how nice tomatoes are and oh I wish I had salt, but I'll have to figure that out later. And I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna figure out how to make salt. That's so cool.
I have a comparison.
It's like the first episode of Dr. Stone, but then it doesn't continue into anywhere cool.
I have a perfect comparison. So what you're saying is that you wanted a Minecraft playthrough, just a chill Minecraft playthrough when somebody was like building cool stuff and doing a village, and then the streamer decided to install a big realistic boobs mod, and suddenly that's the comedy of it, and it's like I just wanted to watch Minecraft, man.
It turned and
Perfectly summarized. My
it went
friend.
from Minecraft to Roblox real quick.
But what fell swoop? Never. The pipeline is real. Don't let it take you, kids. Don't go down that pipeline. Fascism lies at the end of that pipeline.
Oh no, yeah.
Fascism and exploitation and just the worst
There's
shit.
a real pipeline. There's kids that play Minecraft, and then there's kids that play Roblox. Don't be the latter.
Don't cross. Don't cross between. Don't go through the pipeline. Don't go through from Minecraft
Don't
to
go through
Fortnite.
the,
to Roblox. Alright,
the
okay.
train line.
Gender bender.
And the gender bender.
The train
This show,
line.
doesn't
Yeah.
even this show doesn't even do anything with gender. It just the author is probably trans or an egg, and this is their expression of being an egg.
Whoa.
Okay,
that's actually kinda
shall
deep.
we move on then?
Wait, no.
What's the most
Or-
most famous egg show with slash anime that exists?
I would say Stop
The most
Hibari-kun.
famous egg show.
I would say it's
Because you
Hibari.
talk like it's a thing, and to me
Is Stop
it's like, oh, that's,
Barikun?
it's a
I
very
mean,
deep
I
thing.
see a lot more people talking about it now, but like, is it really that much of a cornerstone?
What?
No,
Cornerstone?
no.
I don't know. You're talking about like the most popular. Whatever.
No,
I don't think it.
specifically those egg stories. Like any story.
Is there a lot
where,
of
like,
egg stories?
any stories where for no apparent reason there's like a feature of gender bending or reincarnating as a different gender or like cross-dressing for no reason?
Are you saying that your name is an egg show?
No,
All right.
because
What's up?
that one has like
That
half a
one
reason
definitely
behind
is
it.
not.
This one is just like he could have wrote it like as the Queen of Heroes reincarnated. He could have wrote it as the King of Heroes reincarnated as the young man. This has absolutely no reason to exist aside for the author's probably make.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
what about that like isekai with the slime isekai, where the main dude becomes a woman too? Because that's
Yes.
kind of out of
Yeah.
appreciation.
No.
Is that an egg
The
show?
main dude becomes non-binary, very, very violently non-binary.
Oh.
That's actually fair. Rimuru is very non-binary.
I know a few non-binary people who see Rimuru as like extremely gold.
It is a very powerful like non-binary energy. I mean, it has to also do
Is
with
that
but
an
like
egg non-binary thing where the author like writes that character as self-insert, but or something like that?
I don't know that Rimuru is like an egg character. I'm just kind of looking at this story and I'm like, why else would you bother writing your male hero reincarnating as a female hero if you were not like a little bit like emotionally attached to the idea?
Well, here's the thing.
but-
Like, it's
Because
kind
it
of a
serves
meme at this
absolutely no
point that
plot-
like
because it serves no plot purpose.
it's kind
It
of a
was
meme at
never
this
even
point, but
referred to.
there are just a group of people that will always select in an RPG maker that they are now a female protagonist, and they might not even
Yeah,
be
those are called
trans.
eggs.
No, but
Yeah.
people do that and they're not trans at all.
There's
I
a
don't know. I
trans
do
meme-
that.
There's a very famous
I do
trans
that
meme
too.
about, like,
Yeah,
oh,
me and Wiki are
say
not
that,
even
but
like
then why do
trans,
you
but
choose
we will
the
always in
female version
RPG
of all the
Maker select
characters?
the female option in character
But
creation.
I do that. I named the character my girlfriend and stuff.
I mean,
well,
yeah, but
maybe there are some
you
things
have
about
to-
you that
yeah.
you don't know.
But
No,
like I feel like
that
I feel like
makes
the
sense. I'm not
author.
saying
I don't know.
everybody does that, but like if you for no apparent reason insist on choosing girl all the time in character select, like that's a little sus.
Okay, yeah. So the chat and you are calling me out and they're saying I'm Ed confirmed. I don't know about that.
I was the one who was sweating bullets here. I was the one sweating bullets here.
Here's
Wait,
advice
why are
for
you
someone
sweating
who's
bullets?
like,
I wonder
you know,
what's going on.
I've been friends for a while, and my advice to you is always listen to the internet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Clearly the internet knows best.
You listen well, especially
My
when it's
my identity is
the
dependent
internet
on what
knows
the
your
internet
gender better
says.
than you do.
It's the
Always.
equivalent. It's the equivalent of Twitch streamers saying that always listen to chat. Chat always knows best. Always listen to chat. But also just before we move on, I do have one thing to say about the swordsman anime. Initially, I thought like because as you said, Rika, like why would you ever make this change, this like gimmick of this character is reincarnated as a woman if if you didn't have like some kind of an ulterior motive? So like that kind of points towards an egg. Initially, I thought that this was going to be a trans male story. That like this would still going to be the man, but now in a female body, and there is going to be like this element of dysphoria where he has to like you know
expect way too much of people.
Yes, I know. I expect too much, but that's what I wanted to see, kind of. Also, because like I know that trans men are just a thing that doesn't exist in anime, which bothers the shit out of me.
That is a lie, actually.
Okay, this is a lie, but like I can point to some trans girls in anime. I have no idea of a single trans man in anime.
This one Estonian guy in Japan sinks.
Okay,
that one
okay,
horrific-
sure,
That
okay.
one horrific depiction
In Wonder Egg.
In Wonder Egg,
Huh.
there's at least one in Hoshino.
My Hero Academia.
Yes, that too.
I hear. Okay, so I know.
There is a
That
girl
one is
site.
that one
There is a
sorry
trans
for the
girl
tangent,
in
that
that.
one is really funny to me because in the manga they just say, oh, they used to be a girl until their trip to Thailand. I'm not aware of a single person who does that surgery in Thailand.
The fuck? What the heck? Okay, whatever. Okay, that's weird. Okay, but the point is, that's what I hoped that it would be, but it ended up not being that. It ended up like she accepted the fact that she's a girl incredibly quickly, and she seems to be enjoying that fact a lot. Like even
As
in
I said, there is
Yeah,
no
it's an
exploration
X-story.
of gender. There is
Like-
no exploration of gender whatsoever.
there is an explanation of gender. There is an explanation. Okay, listen. It's completely detached. There's not a lot of exploration of gender, but like there was that one moment in the first episode that like she twirls around in a mirror and is like, "Oh, I'm a pretty good." I'm like, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, you know what? Like maybe some eggs on the internet and some trans people just like want a feel good story fantasy about just reincarnating as a woman
I
and
wrote
being a cute
stories in
girl
high
now.
school. When I was a high schooler, I wrote stories. They look kind of like that.
Exactly. And I mean, do you know how many high schoolers watch anime? So maybe that's for them, and maybe that's good.
There
Maybe
you
that's
go. There you go. There you go.
Okay, raise your hand, whoever here like ever wants to be an anime girl.
Huh?
Okay, we're all raising our hands collectively. You
Yeah.
can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I never wanted to be an anime girl.
It's a good thing that
Wait,
there's no
wait,
webcams on
wait,
because you
what?
would have just seen everyone here raise their
I
hand
have a
collectively.
personality though.
Yeah. I never wanted to be an anime girl. I don't understand that desire. It's a weird desire to me because yes, as Rika said, like anime girls are incredibly one-dimensional. I am a
No, they're
unique individual
two-dimensional.
with a deep
I
personality.
had that desire. I had
They're
that
actually
desire
two-dimensional,
when
Eminem.
I was in high school or something, and I was like, oh, I want to be an anime girl. I have grown up since then.
All right, now we're moving on to
Well,
cursed
that's a joke,
things.
We can try to. We
Now,
can try
has
to bring
everyone,
it home
has
with-
anyone ever wanted to reincarnate as a dog?
No, no,
was-
I am not, and I'm prepared to talk about this because
I will say
yes.
this: I never wanted to be reincarnated as a dog, but I did, and still do want to be reincarnated as a crab. So maybe this is for me. Sell it to
Not a
yourself.
girl.
Uh,
Would it be a girl?
so this is the Chainsaw Man spin-off. Does
Why not a
go as
lobster, though?
expected.
Oh. Anyways,
Okay, Harry's just gonna remain silent this entire
Oh,
time.
hey, that's
Let's
Vegeta. Oh.
Let's just not talk about this one.
All right, all right, we
No,
can
no,
do
no.
it.
I can talk about this one well. I can talk
Oh.
about it.
Wiki's gonna
okay.
take the bullet.
I can do it.
none
Look,
of
so
us wanted to talk
I
about this.
invited normal humans to watch this with me,
Oh, great.
and we
That's-
quickly
Oh, your grandma.
jumped out because the first episode looks like hentai.
Well, I mean, that's
I
what
mean,
it is.
Looks
isn't
like
it?
hentai. Looks like hentai.
No, here's the thing. It's not hentai.
If it looks like hentai, it is hentai.
You see,
Hentai
the
is a
manga
movie.
doesn't do
You
what the
look at
first
it, you
episode
know.
does,
Uh-huh.
And
and the anime itself doesn't do it. Like the first episode is like an outlier. I don't know why they did that.
Not silently judge you right now.
Yes. So here's the thing. Have you watched Prison School?
I do.
yes.
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 Do you
No,
guys
but-
like Prison School?
I'm not very proud of that, but yes. I mean,
I've read Prison School.
Me too. It's really good. It gets shit at some point, but it's really good.
And it was a frustrating read.
It is
Yeah.
at the
You like-
bad part.
I feel like it goes too hard at some points.
Yeah. I agree.
Not in a
with
cool
that.
way,
Yeah,
in
I
a
feel like
cringy
the
way.
Yeah, not in a
I feel
cool
like the
way.
author went too hard at some point.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
What do you think defines Prison School as like a thing?
The prison.
Yeah.
The school.
Yeah. The prison and the school.
There's a prison in the school, yes.
No, I
Yeah.
think to me, like what defines Prison School is like is instead of I'm not thinking about like the stuff around it. I think like more like the way the story is told. And I feel like it's this weird etchy logic where I don't know,
It's
like
definitely had some edgy logic, I'll say.
like
Yeah.
the word has a logic that's beyond our own. Like they have this prison in a school, and they have like the students can go to prison, and they want to escape. It's just so weird. Like
We
things
should
happen in
abolish
weird ways.
Prison, school prison. We should abolish all of that.
Abolish both.
Yeah, prison is school
Yeah.
is already a prison, but that's another.
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, no, it is.
That's
There's-
another topic.
But okay,
Well,
but
here's the
like,
thing.
okay, yeah.
So they have weird logic. It's etchy, weird etchy logic.
But why are we
Oh.
talking about prison school? We should be
Yeah,
talking
why
about
are we talking
war.
about
Yeah,
prison school?
Because Prison School is an etchy show,
sound
but
like-
it's about escaping a prison. It's about like camaraderie with people and betrayal and romance and a bunch of other shit. But so
How does
you'd
that
think
relate
like
to the dog.
exactly the
Yeah,
dog
what-
show is like it's a prison school show.
Except
They're
it's
trapped
a-
So
in
wait,
an
what's it
island?
really about? I
it's-
thought, what's it really about then? I'm so confused.
Yeah, wait.
So if you
yeah.
watch the first episode, it's exactly what you expect. It's about this dog being pampered by a girl, and because he's a dog, it's weird. and yeah, but that's not what the show is
Yeah.
about.
That's what I
So
thought. It is weird because he's
Yeah.
a boy.
yeah,
It's
the
like
show is
how
not
everyone
that.
is
But
killed by
I read the
Weekend
manga.
Fuse.
So what
Read
is
the
the
manga.
manga about? So what is it
Okay,
really about?
Wiki,
Like,
your
in the same
reputation
vein-
is sinking. You need to get to the point real quick.
You need to get to the point
Alright.
because
Yeah.
you are in deep ocean, Wiki, and we are giving you.
You all had prison school. You are on this boat with
Giving
me.
you like a rescue.
we're
like,
not.
thing.
Prison school already.
We're throwing you lifeboard after lifeboard.
If you
and-
read more than 2 chapters of Prison School and you enjoyed it, you need to defend it as an art form. Otherwise, you just read trashy,
Well,
etchy.
no. What? It, I'm.
Wiki, this is your last lifesaver. Get to the point.
All right, so the third episode I think still looks bad, but I think the fourth one when it comes out, on the anime.
Episode's so bad.
it's
Fourth one's
it's
okay.
so bad, but maybe by the fourth it will be
I'm
better.
humbled by this episode.
Well, if you keep watching,
This is a massive
So bad, but
copia.
episode 4 is fixed.
Can we put the drowning music from Zelda games over this because you are
Okay, I'm
down
so-
with fishes.
believe in me.
I am
as
sorry,
we go-
Wiki, but you've
there will
been
be a
lost at
conspiracy.
sea.
Bad.
The main
We
character-
had the lifeboats out. We had the lifeboats out and everything, and we're like, maybe we shouldn't save this man, and then we just packed up and left.
God damn it! Shut the fuck up.
How did Wiki drown?
Very good.
No, being
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
being real. So they will develop the characters. There's a reason for the girl to pamper this dog so much. And there will be a conspiracy, and you will learn like how he became a dog. And the main protagonist is like cool. He won't be like, oh, I can enjoy being etchy with this girl. I love being a dog. No, he'll be like, no, if I'm a dog, it doesn't count. I want to become a human and actually like become her her boyfriend. I don't want to succumb to being a dog to get like I don't know, hold her hand. Like there's not what I want to be from like from my life. So he actually tries to like solve the mystery, and this girl like he tries to help her out, and she talks to her
Wiki,
classroom more.
Wiki,
It's really
So-
cool. It's a good story.
Wiki, for the love of God, I am not expecting the dog etchy to subvert my expectations and be some deep form of media. I am not. You have drowned.
It
my
is.
man.
It's prison school.
I am not joining you at the bottom of the ocean. You are free to drown on your own.
Yeah, no, I
we need that.
can't join you on
We need
this
that
journey.
meme of like the grandma holding up her child, and then the kids
Oh my
drowning,
God,
and
I
at the
can't
bottom
join you
of
on
the
this.
ocean
I'm
is
sorry,
Wiki
Wiki.
Cheapo.
I can't
At the
join
bottom
you.
of the pool is
The
a
grandma, what?
skeleton.
I was thinking about the
The-
meme of like
the-
What
the-
grandma
The
talking about?
drowning little
why did I
kid
miss?
is prison
What
school.
about the grandma?
What is a grandma? What Calliope? Where's the grandma coming from?
What
You
is
know,
a grandma Calliope?
Whatever.
Calliope,
Up
what's a
next,
Whatever.
Up next.
Hey, that's not
Anyways.
get into that.
Oh, you're all
Moving on.
precious
The Handyman
motherfuckers.
Saito, right?
What?
They're all
Really
precious
good.
motherfuckers.
Let me sell you on Handyman Saito, right? It's a comedy show, and it tells dick jokes. It's an anime that actually dares telling dick jokes.
What show is this?
Handyman Saito. No, oh wait, we forgot about this thing. This thing does not tell dick jokes. It's fun,
Where's Handyman?
but it does not tell dick jokes. What is this?
I feel like
Let me just
if
search
you're in
it.
your own My Anime
Handyman.
list, and,
Yeah.
I'm watching
Yeah.
the stream.
Wait.
but the stream
All
has
right,
a-
yeah.
has a
Let's
show
talk about.
already.
Let's just talk about Handyman Saito. Why not?
Okay.
It gives off these like indie experimental vibes, kind of like Isekai Oji-san. And it has that
Mhm.
same kind of like crude humor. It's very similar, those two. It has this really crude humor, and it does a lot of interesting things with the isekai or gamelit genre, like just creating these combinations of like hero parties just to play around with them. Like there's gonna be like a 2-minute moment about like these two characters that have this like gimmick to them, and then they're never gonna touch on them again for like an episode or two. But I don't know, it just really gives off this like nicely roughed up indie experimental manga. And I say that because I also read the manga. It's funny. It's nice. It does a lot of good things. It's very grounded at times, and it's pretty like
We have a winner for
look
the
up.
chat. Look at this. Themes, adult cast. We got a winner. The chat's celebrating.
The chat is celebrating.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
all right.
And
So this
you
is
also, and you also get like, just the kind of humor you don't really expect to find in anime.
this is about like this is pretty like above average for an isekai.
It's above average for an isekai, and it's also, I wouldn't judge it exclusively as an isekai. I also judge it as like a gag anime.
Okay.
In which
Right.
case, it's also an above average gag anime.
The chat right about now is demanding Onimai. So should we broach the subject now, or should we still keep it in the back pocket?
Oh,
Sure, why not? Let's go.
We can tease that as much as we need to. I have some things to say about Onimai.
Ninja in
I
the chat.
know.
Ninja in the chat is saying Hibari couldn't ran, so Onimai could
Onimai
walk.
could walk, which
Onimai
Okay.
does not deserve to have this fucking studio. Holy shit.
Yeah, this studio
What stu-
is
what
great.
studio
They're
is it?
Studio
This is the
Bind,
studio that
responsible
did
for
Mushoku
jobless
Tensei.
reincarnation. Yeah,
Oh,
is now working on Onimai.
The animation quality for this anime is this is the second prettiest anime this whole season.
Yeah, it looks
And
so
what
good.
is the subject material?
right. Begin the parade of destruction. Begin Onimai's glorious destruction. Take it away.
It's fucking nothing.
Nothing
It's
happens. No, I also
no,
watched Onimai. Nothing
Gender
happens.
as a whole is a formulaic nothing happens kind of genre, but nothing exemplifies this better than this particular iteration of pure gender bender. What do I mean by that? Literally just guy wakes up as a girl, wears a dress, tries to pee, fails, try again, succeeds. End of story, really. That's kind of like where the
Yeah,
plot
that's all that
ends.
happens.
And I think that's beautiful. I think that's like one of the most beautiful things you can do to further the gender abolitionist cause. Because what is conservative gender? What is binary gender? It's peeing and it's wearing dresses and it's having boobs. And that's kind of it. As far
It
as
is
the
comically bad, yeah.
as far as cis people are concerned, gender is peeing and wearing dresses, and that's it. And
But like
sure,
nothing else happens in the show.
nothing else will happen, because this is what happens when you explore gender from within the box. That's what happens.
Right. There's absolutely like you'd think that there would be more interesting, but there's absolutely no discussion of like dysphoria or euphoria. There's like no acknowledgement of like what this gender thing
No.
is to the character. There's nothing there. It's just
aren't they
problem
treated
with
differently
being-
for being a certain gender or anything like that?
This is a gender exploration done from the perspective done by an author who has never explored their actual gender. This is the exploration of gender,
Right.
then from the perspective of someone who sees gender as this monolithic binary thing and has never bothered thinking about like questioning that in the slightest.
Right.
This really is a gender exploration from the perspective of someone who just sees man and woman, and in the most traditional kind of, girls wear pink, girls wear dresses. But what happened if a guy was now a
Or
girl,
what if a guy
and now
wore
needed
a
to wear
dress?
pink clothes?
What if guy but a girl?
Does he enjoy it?
The deepest this show has ever gotten was like doing a cameo for Bridget from Guilty Gear.
That's the point.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like okay, so this show hoodwinked me because it had the fucking audacity to do Bridget from Guilty Gear, and I held hope against hope that like this show, like that the twist of this show is going to be that it starts as this, but it just transforms into like an earnest and like heartwarming take, but it just doesn't. I mean, it still has time to do it, but it's not gonna get there.
But I wouldn't, because oh my
It is-
god, this thing just reeks.
That's the thing. It's like, you should have given us a hint that you're gonna do it in the first 3 episodes, not suggest that you're just gonna do nothing with this.
But then,
flashing-
but then, on top of that, you have the all like aesthetic of it, which is this kind of like weird lolly shit, for lack
Yeah.
of a better term.
I mean, it makes
Yeah.
it really does make sense to me because if you listen to Studio Bind interviews on Jobless Reincarnation, animating the lolly was like the staff's favorite part. So of course they were so willing to do Onimai. Like it just makes sense.
You mean the
when you read-
red-headed like tsundere thing?
No, yeah, the goddess or the demon god or whoever, like the one lolly who showed up one episode. They said that was their favorite part,
Oh.
like the staff and interviews.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the show. Is the
Why
only
are
good
such
part.
Okay, then.
No,
people
not the
telling
beginning.
me
It's
the
like
world
near
is
the end.
unfair and unjust?
I don't think he even
Yeah.
saw it wiki or
I see.
met them. But yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. That's Studio Bind's next project.
Yeah.
It's just a shame though that like such a in the box show where gender's explored only within the frame of the box is it just
Yeah.
has this much like talent behind it, like animation wise.
Yeah, it looks really pretty.
Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people are enjoying this for the we get like trans half-assed wish fulfillment. Like, what kind of trans person wouldn't wish they just woke up and their sister turned them into the gender they've always wanted to be?
Yeah.
Now, the premise is like the protagonist's sister turned her into a girl to cure her depression, which
What?
that is
Yeah,
extremely
okay.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the protagonist
There's
trans?
something there, maybe. Okay.
Except when you actually look into it, it's not that it's not as if being a girl would cure her depression. It's that like the change would like give her the excuse to interface with the real world more for some reason.
Yeah.
Is it an egg show?
So insubstantial.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like because they're trans, they want to be a girl. It's because like they're bored or like whatever.
And their base
Yeah.
form is an
The
incel.
show is limp-wristed, insubstantial, weak, pathetic.
Yeah.
It will
Wow.
not
It's-
have my daughter's hand in narrative.
No argument. No
it's
argument
it's
here.
so ironic that they talked about that specifically in the video about Bridget, like this idea that two Japanese authors, of course, are overwhelmingly cis and still try to make stories like this and fail utterly, mostly because they're cis and just don't have other perspective, but also don't listen to people who are not cis. That they just have this like weird notion that trans woman equals woman because woman plus man equals relationship.
Pink
like,
dress equals
And,
pink dress.
pink dress and tiny feet and like Technicolor hair in modern. It's like it just
It falls
just-
short. It falls short.
no,
What a
there's
weak show.
nothing here. What a absolute weakness.
Yet another way in which trans people are turned into a genre and not
Ugh.
and it doesn't even represent transness.
Yeah,
No. Yep.
yeah.
Cross-dressing, gender bender.
How sad.
That's kind of sad.
All right. What about the other ones?
Which ones?
What about the others? What? We don't have much left, right?
Um,
There are
yeah,
these
what about the
things
other
that
I
are
can talk about
actually interesting
Revenger.
to talk about.
It's not that interesting
There's
though.
still great things.
Oh, we
there.
could talk
There's
about
High Card,
Revenger.
too.
Yeah,
We can talk
there's
about
High
Revenger.
Card. We still have to talk about High
Oh,
Card.
High Card. Yep, High Card.
All right, let's
Oh,
just
right,
talk
and
about
then-
Revenger
wait,
real
have
quick.
Have we almost forgotten Ayakashi Triangle? Okay, wait.
Yes,
Revenger.
High Card.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Naikashi Triangle.
High
Another
Card.
gender bender.
Revenger.
Revenger.
Oh,
Talking
yes.
about Revenger.
Yeah,
What
welcome
is
back
this?
to Geno Ibuchi's
Okay,
Wild Ride.
yeah.
Yep, get her. She
Genner
strikes again.
Ibuchi, original creator. Now, I've seen 3 episodes, and it's all right. Like I like where this is going. It's like a revenge plot.
Of course.
I've seen the first one. It went very hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
I enjoyed the elaborate ways in which they kill people, but then
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so-
Elaborate ways in
there was
which they
something
kill
extremely
people.
Clear about how extra that one gold leaf kill was.
Yeah.
It felt very like it had like a gay aesthetic to it. I don't even know how to describe it. I cannot find a straight explanation to a man killing another man with a gold leaf.
I'm not sure.
And
so
also
I can't really
praying
give you
to
one.
the mother. I don't know.
No, I understand. Of course.
But yeah, so this is a show about assassins for hire, and the way you pay these
Yeah.
assassins is you bite as hard as possible on like this gold coin, and that
Yeah.
shows your murderous intent for wanting revenge,
Yeah.
and then the assassins will help you out.
Buying
do you a
gold
solid.
coin is not that hard, apparently.
Nice.
Back
No,
in the day,
gold's
people
actually
used-
very
Yeah,
soft.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, back in the day, people used to test gold for authenticity by biting on it.
Yeah. No, gold's
Yeah.
actually pretty soft.
Oh,
yeah.
so how is a real gold supposed to react? Like it's actually just soft and that's it?
No,
Yeah.
gold. If you bite in it, it bends.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
It's actually very soft.
Interesting.
So this is not a reliable way to test people's intent, then.
No, but
Nope.
for the sake of the plot.
It looks very. I mean, when that one guy did that in the first episode, I thought it was just like. I thought it was like a reference to the ferryman from Charon the ferryman from
Oh.
Greek mythology.
The Greek mythology, yeah.
Yeah.
The ferryman
No,
and
but
the-
gold is actually very
Because when they
soft.
buried
Yeah,
people-
like
when
it's
they
a very
buried
soft
people
metal.
Back in the day, they would leave a gold coin in their mouths.
Yeah, they would.
pay for the ferryman.
No, but yeah, gold is actually very soft. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for real, I'm like, yeah, gold is actually very soft metal, like in comparison to like most.
I don't know.
it's, like,
So
gold's
I'm just
actually
like
very-
Learning
waiting a
about
few more
chemistry and Weeb
episodes.
Yeah, you are learning about chemistry. Like, yeah, no, gold's actually very soft.
I'm waiting a
I
few
learn
more
everything on
episodes
Weeb
because
Evolution.
like I'm not really seeing like the
Right.
huge flair for this show just yet. Like it's obviously there, but like I'm waiting for like the Gennarobuchi like something insane.
So yeah, the
happen.
Ganarabuchi moment, yeah, where it's like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah, we're just doing this.
It hasn't
show?
really hit for me yet.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really-
yeah. Ganarabuchi's doing the show.
We
Yeah.
have not gone far enough in getting Robuchi's wild ride yet.
This,
Oh, but
this
it's
Nah.
yeah.
It's so
It's not-
popular though. That's so sad.
Well, we're waiting for it. Like,
It hasn't exactly happened yet. I like how the main character like just like screams as loud as possible when charging at people. Like it.
I also like how
it's-
they've already set up like think the church people is evil. Like,
Yeah, I'm
It's
imagining.
bad.
I imagine
Like,
if there's like
yeah.
a Gennarobuchi like plot twist, it will revolve around like the church or something.
yeah, oh, totally. Yeah, yeah. No,
But
I'm like, oh
so
yeah, the
far-
church people are 100% evil. Yeah.
So far, I'm
Like,
not sure I can like recommend this show perfectly yet because it's still establishing a setting, and it seems like it might be important that this is like taking place in this one specific location, and the power dynamics there. But I'm not really clear on how.
I'm saying
that
I'm
works
guessing
out.
100% the church people are evil though. I'm like 100%.
Again, Robuchi.
It's just like I'm like oh man, yeah, those church people are 100% evil.
Wiki, you have been awfully quiet for a man who was drowned in the water. Do you have anything to say about this?
I mean, I watched like 5 shows and
Oh, okay.
You watched
She's not
5
one.
shows, and one of them is the fucking dog one.
dog one. If you
No,
like Prison
you're not.
School-
You're not understanding Wiki.
Oh
Wiki
my God,
watched
he
that show with
triples
normies.
down.
If you're gonna watch
Okay,
any
no, that's-
anime this season with normies, watch the dog show with normies. Like that's gonna be the most entertaining, entertainment you'll get in a while. To be honest,
Which one?
you should just watch the dog show with like any normies you have in your friend group and see like what their reaction is. Like it's gonna be glorious no matter what.
Yeah, I did it. They just
You might lose some friends. You might lose some friends and lose
You
some
might lose
bonds.
a couple friends.
But-
but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth
Yes,
it.
I can.
Why do you guys like Prison School? I need to know this. answer.
Transbeanism, except not really.
Nobody. Okay.
All right.
No, nobody's gonna say that. Yeah.
Ayakashi Triangle. Let's go.
If
Ah,
Ayakashi
Ayakashi
was gayer,
Triangle.
I would have already read it. I would have already been told it's gay and read it.
So you're saying it's not?
I
It's
have
not.
to assume. I have to, but by virtue of this running on Shonen Jump, and nobody like ranting about how gay this is, I have to assume this is queerbait.
I mean,
I've read
the genres is romance and ecchi. So like
The
romance.
themes,
I have to
magical
assume
Hold
sex
on.
It's
shifts,
just been
I've read
floating
it.
around for way too long.
shonen.
I've read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, what show are you
It
guys
is
talking about?
fooling
I can
around for
Kageo
way
research
too
it.
long. It is
What show are you
like
guys talking about?
Ayakashi Triangle.
Ayakashi Triangle.
So is
Wow.
it bait?
Yeah, no, it plays around for way too long. They're like, oh, like maybe they're like
Say it with me. Queerbait.
yeah, it's like they don't commit fully at any point.
So,
So
it's-
this is my validation. This is
This is your
Eminem
validation,
taking a
Eminem.
shot.
This is Eminem. Yep. I'm like, yep. You get your point here. I read it. I'm like, yep. Eminem gets I like there are like points where I'm like I'm completely contentious with you, but I'm like in this point I'm like nope.
Honestly,
100%. I'm
I'm
like
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If we are doing the seasonal review, and if you are watching, if we as people are watching anime, and we're seeing a show like this, and your immediate thought is, "Oh, Eminem taught me this is gay bait." You know what? I did my job.
Yeah.
I did my job. I did what I needed to do. My job is done.
no, I'm telling you, take a drink, take a shot.
I've
No,
imparted.
I meant take a shot as in like aim at them and take
Let's-
Aim at them.
Oh,
Okay.
it's also terrible.
okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
Akashi triangle.
execute the target.
Akashi
Alright.
triangle. Akashi triangle. I
Actually,
deem
triangle
you.
faces the wall.
I deem you queer bait.
all right, we're going from
Yeah.
bait to non-bait real fast.
Yes,
Change up of
we
the
are.
century.
Yum. Oh my God. Yes.
Isn't this about the heartfelt relationship between a girl and her like racially inferior slave?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You said really what this is about?
Immediately.
I was waiting for you to explain it to me, and that's what it's
What the
about.
fuck?
The fuck?
I've seen someone talking about this, and isn't it just like a race in which like a story in which like humans have subjugated theories, and then this girl has a furry slave, and then she falls in love with him.
Wait. What?
I like the idea.
Yeah, I said in this world, humans treat fairies.
Oh, it's like
as
the dog
slaves.
show.
No.
No, it's not like the
No, it's not like the
No,
dog
it's not like
show.
Chainsaw Man.
It's not like the dog show.
Wiki, you have already drowned, and now you've started digging, and you're just burying yourself.
You're in the you're in the
I
trench.
hereby declare
You guys
that
are a bunch
the
of
dog
squares.
show unequivocally refers to Chainsaw Man.
Oh
if
my
anyone says the dog
God.
show, we are assuming they mean Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. Yeah. I
Yep,
like that.
yep,
I
yep,
like
Chainsaw
that.
You
Man.
guys are a
All
bunch
right,
of
Chainsaw
fucking
Man.
squares, and you don't deserve having read prison school.
I read prison school.
You know what?
I
completely
read
agree.
prison school.
I did not deserve that time waste, but I've read it anyway.
Mhm. But it
Oh,
happened.
the show looks pretty. So Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. It looks like a
Anyway,
fairy tale.
how
It looks
about
pretty.
Master giving Dobby a sock here?
Oh,
Did anyone watch Sugar Apple Fairy Tale?
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so this is a slave story, yes.
Yeah. Wait.
Now I'm more concerned than I
Watch
was.
that, because I am not interested in discussing slavery with.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe like the slave is promptly freed, and like maybe they managed.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
you know what?
no,
To be
it
fair,
isn't.
I watched fucking Ice Blade.
Yeah, I mean, problem-
let's just fucking deal with this. I'm like, yeah, fucking push this
problem-
under the rug. And I'm like, I fucking watched Ice Blade.
The
Like,
problem, of course, here is
Ice Blade at the very least does not have slaves.
right. Just to
Well,
broach the
yeah.
subject. I don't know, people watching this show may not be aware, but like the problem here is that of consent, right? So like to craft this like queer story and also be like about the slave and slave owner.
Oh,
it's like,
that's
fucking
very
house elves in
bad.
Harry Potter consent to
yes,
being
it
slaves.
is
Exactly.
like the
That's what
house
it is.
elves in Harry
There's
Potter
systemic
consent
issues
to
with the
being
entire
slaves.
race being
They
subjugated to the entire
consent to
other race.
being
I don't care if they
slaves.
consent to it. It's wrong.
right,
No,
it's-
yeah, no, it's totally fucked up. It's like, yeah, it's like they consent to being slaves, and it's like, fuck that. That's so fucked.
It completely destroys the premise of a romance itself. You just
Yes,
you
it
cannot have
does.
a romance
Yeah,
story
inherently.
with such huge disparity of power between
Yeah, no,
parties.
you
That's it,
can't.
done,
No,
done.
it's done. It's done. Yeah, no. As soon as you have such a disparity of power, your romance story's done. Like,
Exactly.
if they're not like at least like somewhat equal, like it's done. Like you're done.
Wait, someone equal in what? In power?
Yeah, well, yeah, but like just like in general,
Wait,
like
so a good romance story, both characters have similar power?
well, not necessarily
strength?
power, but like one of them is not in like a clear possession of like authority over the other. Like
Oh,
yeah, like that is very like Yikes.
Like, for example, one shouldn't be a dog on a leash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one shouldn't be a dog on a
That's what I'm
leash. One
saying.
shouldn't be a
The
dog
main
on a leash.
character is cool as fuck. He's like, I don't want to be a fucking dog. I want to kiss her as a human, not as a dog. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Wiki, we're still not sold on this.
Talking about
Yeah, we're
Chainsaw
talking
Man.
about Chainsaw Man, yeah.
Which actually surprisingly accurate for Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
'cause
that is
the
surprisingly
motivation
accurate.
for a lot of things.
For
If you ever
Chainsaw
want
Man.
to challenge our prejudice, look, I think that what the altar was
Okay,
like,
what-
it's like
no.
a Dragon Maid. You know Dragon Maid?
Keep
Dragon Maid. If you describe
thinking.
to someone Dragon Maid, it'll be like like this. Okay, so Dragon Maid is a show about like you get a maid dragon with big breasts, and she serves you because she loves you. And
Wiki,
there-
I
but
feel
everyone
you're
else
digging
also has-
yourself such a hole right now.
No, here's the
Describe
thing.
Dragon Maid.
The
What
cool
the
thing
fuck are you
about
talking
Dragon Maid
about?
is that it has a shitty premise, but the execution is cool and good, right? That's why everyone loves.
Except for the child molester lady, Luca, and
Yeah, forget
except
about
for
that
the
part.
Molly shit with Kana. Yeah, okay, let's forget about both of those parts.
Well, everyone loves the show despite these things, right? It's a very popular show.
If you just
I think
just remove
everyone's
these
being
parts,
very general.
if
But you
remove-
have a gamer bros who live together and they love just playing RPGs every day.
it
It's
has
fucking
redeeming
awesome.
qualities. I will give you that. But like, if you remove these shows, then at the end of the day, what Dragon Maid is two women trying to create domestic life together and finding difficulties, both hardships and good moments in it. That's what it is.
Yeah, learning how to love and manage and stuff. It's cool, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, where are you going with this? This sounds like a leading.
So the
sort of-
premise is shit. The premise is I want the cute Dragon Maid with big breasts and I got one. Like the premise is shit, right?
No, it's not.
No, that's not a
No,
terrible
no,
premise. No.
The idea that the lady was drunk in the park and met a dragon,
Wiki,
and that
I'm gonna
dragon
need you to
decided
drop
That's
this
that's the
topic.
execution. That's
that's
the
not the
execution,
shitty
right?
premise. No, that's
No,
not the
no.
premise.
Wiki,
That's
Wiki,
not the
I'm sorry.
premise.
Wiki, I'm sorry, but you've already drowned. We cannot acknowledge your
Okay. If
listening.
you
Wiki.
really want to challenge our prejudices,
Wiki
don't
has
don't focus on
sufficiently
the
drowned.
premise.
Wiki has
I mean,
sufficiently
I think you're
Okay.
focusing on the
Next,
wrong
next,
character.
next,
The
next.
problem isn't necessarily this main
Okay.
character.
High card,
All right.
do
Anyways,
you wanna-
yeah,
do
let's
we-
talk about
let's
high
talk
card.
about high card. High card.
Winter,
please.
take the floor.
Yes.
Yes.
tell us what happened a little bit.
Yeah, no, so it's like this like card game gambling show about like honestly I'm like I just watched
Studio
it, so I'm just like
Hibari. Did they make Hibari-kun?
Do you know Whole Horse?
Yes.
From JoJo?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember Whole Horse from JoJo Bizarre Adventure?
Yeah,
series?
no,
Whole
it-
Horse- this is Whole Horse's Bizarre Adventure.
it's like it's very camp. Like it's like delightfully so. Like it is delightfully camp.
It is Whole Horse Bizarre
Bizarre
Adventures.
Adventure. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but everybody's wearing Italian suits, which would make a rocket.
And they're all like
extremely
doing like
powered.
playing card
Yes.
shit. Yeah,
They-
they all have like playing card like gimmick shit or some whatever.
Yeah, the powers
Yeah.
don't come from weird fashion icons; they come from cards.
They
and
come
that's
from
kinda
cards, yes.
stylish.
They get like card powers, yeah.
It's a really stylish anime.
It's
very
very
stylish.
stylish.
I would
Fights are
personally.
cool, the everything is fun. It's an extremely watchable anime.
It's very fun. Yes, I
It's
would say
very
it's
fun.
very fun. Yeah.
High action, high octane. Everything is moving quickly. The characters
Everything's
are
very
like,
camp. Like it's
But
very cheesy, but
the
it's like
ending-
very good. Like
the
it's
ending
like
is
let's go.
the ending is super cool with them like riding in the car and like just bobbing their heads.
yeah, yeah.
It-
That's super
I
cool.
would say it has that like if you watch it has that Bacano energy. It has that
Yes,
energy of being
Bacano energy. Yes. for
very
sure.
jazzy, very upbeat,
Yeah.
very fun. You want to watch it, but it has that tinge of like that mystery to it. where
Yeah, there is a
it's
bit of
fun.
mystery where you're like, oh, like how far will this go? And it's like, yeah, like that's kind of the question because it's like you got all this campy stuff going on, like with the cards and like
And
playing
again,
games.
similar to Bacano, it starts out in one way and then becomes something completely different.
Yes,
and
it
sort of
does.
goes in, like,
Yeah.
it starts with like an assault on a castle by like people.
Yes,
coming
it
together.
starts like an
There's a-
assault on the
There's a girl,
castle.
there's a girl that like can like summon explosives from thin
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
what is this? Is this going to be about like wizards fighting? What is this? And then
Yeah,
it
it's about like
transitions
wizards, and
into
then
a
it's like
completely different space. People with playing cards using them as
yep,
sand.
yep, and they
It
have
just-
like
and
special
Batman
powers.
suits. It's like,
Yep,
what?
yep.
That's this
but-
anime? Okay, that's this anime.
But
Good.
it's like, yeah, that's the anime. Yeah, it's so
Is this the
good.
most watchable anime of the season?
Oh my god, this is the most
Yeah.
watchable anime.
I, feel, I would say that this is about as watchable as Akibara made. In the sense that you're seeing the first episode and like, holy shit, I want to watch more of this. Just give me more of this.
I
feel like that's what a
honestly
watchable
wholeheartedly recommend like High Card. Like I
It's the
actually
most
think it's
entertaining
legit
show of
like
this
really
season.
good. Like I enjoyed it so much. Like it was like I didn't know what to expect. Like so like when you go into it you're like what the heck is this about? And then you're like what the heck? And then you're like oh
Do you know
like
what show made me feel like that?
what?
Don't tell
Never mind, I
us.
won't say it. I won't say it.
What? Why not?
If you like prison school, okay?
Yeah, if you want to tell us
We're
about
not
your
talking about
feelings
Chainsaw
about
Man
prison school.
anymore.
No, but you made me want to watch High Card. It just sounds fun.
No, for real. You should actually watch it. Like, it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
actually
I'm
worth your
I'm
time.
actually
Do
sold.
characters die
If that's
a
the
lot,
one thing
or
I
like,
take
are
away
they
from
all
the
alive?
stream. It's just that.
Nobody has died yet. In fact,
Nobody's died so far.
one of the guys' superpower, and I don't think this is a massive spoiler because we find that out in episode 1. One of the
Yeah.
guys' power is that he's literally immortal with his card.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we don't know
He
the
can't
limitation of
die.
it yet. So nobody has died
Oh,
yet.
fuck.
Villains have
No, I
died.
mean,
Yeah,
immortal
yeah,
is the most
villains have
overrated
died,
power ever.
technically.
Yes.
You can trap the person in a box.
Yes.
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
I
you can.
really-
Yeah.
His power really doesn't seem that much hot shit to me. Like other powers are a little bit more impressive. I feel like the power of the guy that had like the 10 cards that was giving him amazing luck.
Oh
that was
yeah,
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
powerful
No,
because
that
it's
was a really good power.
if he didn't blow it by being very scared, he would still be there and nothing would be able to do any
No,
harm to
he
him.
had a really good power. Yes. Yeah, for sure. No,
Luck
can
is always the
confirm.
coolest power. Anyway, saving money. Lots of corporate fuzzy dreams of isekai money. Anyone watch that?
Talking about Rogoni Sonata.
I'm
Isekai,
guessing
I-
this one disappointed, but maybe I'm wrong.
I was disappointed as well.
Is this just giving capitalism another fellatio? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of shows that do that. Yeah.
Just
She has-
another
she
one.
Has the power. She has the power to travel between her world and an isekai world at will, and all she can think about is like saving enough money to retire.
Wow.
Oof.
Is that actually
Oh.
capitalist? Feels like just a neat thinking.
I feel like this is something of like late stage capitalism. She's just like her mind is so rotten by capitalism. She can't even. Like,
She can't even
imagine.
think of imagine.
two
Yeah, she
worlds.
can't even imagine. She can't even
she
imagine.
can
a
literally
world
travel
without
between
capitalism.
two
Imagine-
worlds, and all she can
imagine
think
the world
about
beyond her own, but she cannot
is her
imagine
IRA
beyond
account.
capitalism.
This
Oh,
is
damn.
wishful. This is what this is. This is wish fulfillment.
That's a
for
good
middle
quote.
class
That's a good
proletarians.
quote right there.
Yeah.
And I want to watch this one now, just to see
just
the,
for
Like,
that
all
quote,
so
the
depressed.
psychological
We're just like,
analysis.
this is so depressing.
We need to talk about you after this is done. We need to some priorities.
Oh, don't you think it's interesting that the person like literally makes a new word and all she can think about is
Because
just
it's capitalism.
retiring?
It's capitalism. Yeah,
I mean, but-
that's like horrifying.
That's
actually.
horrifying. I mean, you make
Man,
it sound like there is some kind of interesting social commentary in it, but
No,
there
I
isn't.
think-
Like,
I think there is though, because you
It's
can
too
literally
late to
travel
worry
anywhere
about
you
it.
want in the world. But I mean, assuming you have a little bit of money, but like we all choose to just stay in America, the worst place on earth, anyways.
Yeah,
And it's like
that is
you
true
know,
for some of us.
maybe we should isekai ourselves, and by that I mean go somewhere better.
Yeah, no, I
Instead
do,
of- instead
I
of,
do
you know,
understand the
building up
the
that-
urge to go somewhere better. To go somewhere better.
Just-
I actually do fully understand what Calliope's saying.
But-
Like, yeah.
But to
If
make
only
to
we could just
write
go
a
somewhere better.
fantasy show where you do go somewhere better, and all you do is balance your
I used to imagine
retirement account.
capitalism. All you do is imagine this being capitalism.
Now, there's like a funny TikTok video I saw recently. It was like this person who thought like, oh, American capitalism's so bad, and their solution was traveling to the UK. That's the premise of this show to me. They're like, wait, the
no,
UK is
yeah,
not
but
better.
I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah, this
shit.
reminds me. This reminds me. So
I mean,
the show.
UK, as in like maybe they went to, I don't know, the Highlands of Scotland.
No,
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 obviously
Of
not.
course not. Of course not. They moved to London.
Yeah, oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
There's another
obviously.
show that's weird like
Dead on
that.
arrival.
The one of like the isekai with people who hate everyone. What's the name of that one again?
So there's
I'm
what?
an instant shadow.
Ningen Fujin.
I guess so. It's like
the
yeah,
the
there are
slave
4 people
hero.
who got like betrayed. They all got betrayed.
The adventure, Ningen Fujin. The adventure
Oh.
Ningen Fujin.
trust people, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
yeah,
one.
That
So
one.
this one, for some reason, the main guy is living this weird like reality where it's a medieval reality, but also there's idols. So and he needs to get a job to sustain his idol idol obsession because like it's in a way he kind of become drunk. Like,
Wiki,
instead
I'll
of
be
going,
real with you. That sounds terrible.
No, yeah,
It's
yeah. But what I'm
manageable.
trying,
What are we talking about?
the betrayer show, the one like the isekai where all of the party
Yeah.
members are like hate
One of-
humanity.
Each of them has like a destructive hobby that they try to foster. One of them
That
is
sounds
addicted to gambling,
terrible.
One of them is addicted to horrors. One of them is addicted to idols.
Again,
It's a
this
weak part-
sounds
it's a weak part- It's a
terrible.
weak part of the show, but it barely comes up. So it's
Okay.
It does it
Yeah, but
doesn't-
here
Yeah.
here's that's
Yeah.
interesting. Like it's like they're in like it really is like a self-insert thing. Like we were talking about imagining a new world and stuff. The guy made a new world with like but there's like a medieval thing, but it looks exactly like ours. Like he has to go to work and that's adventuring. So it really is just like I don't want to exist in my reality, like capitalist reality of like
Yeah, it's
office
just
jobs.
venting your frustration with capitalism onto a medieval world. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean,
that
Yeah.
is kind of understandable. At least they hate their landlord in this.
I feel like I
Yeah.
feel like a large. I feel like a large part of contributing factor into this is that like I don't know if you play a lot of Japanese RPG games, but like especially Final Fantasy, they do fall into incredible amounts of grinding and routine that genuinely feels like a job. So to Japanese people, I don't know that there is that much of a difference between a fantasy world and a normal general world because there's still work you have to do there. That
Yeah.
is just
that's
grueling
true.
and pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference like adventuring risks your
Right.
life. Like if you actually think about it, like you're risking your life doing very
Right,
hardcore missions.
that's the point. That's the idea. But like, if you look at it like that, then like I don't know, Vinland Saga is much more about like actual adventuring than 5,000 isekais that are about we've been
Yeah.
transported into an RPG world.
No, like Vinland
and
Saga is
it's
realistic. There is no adventuring. It's about farming and war. Like
I guess it's
the adventuring thing is like a very like I don't know, a weird nostalgic feeling of living in a fantasy
Mhm.
world where
Yeah.
your actually not is not a risk at all. So you can just go and do whatever the fuck you want.
That's kind of the thing that like one thing that I really am disappointed about all of these like fantasy shows and about adventuring parties and stuff like that is that like if you think about it and if you ever played RPGs, adventuring is fucking crazy because you can die any
Yeah.
single
You can
moment in like
instantly die.
absolutely horrifying ways, cruel and unusual ways. So like to be an adventurer is to be a crazy person. And that's
Yes.
not brought up often enough that
Inherently.
like adventuring parties should be absolutely insane. It should be like Hunter x Hunter, where hunters
Yes,
are
and
just
that's
it
why
should be
you
like
should
Hunter
watch
Hunter.
Hunter
It
x
should be
Hunter.
like Hunter x Hunter. It's like you're all insane.
That's why you
It's
should
like,
watch
you know,
Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, all right. Honestly, we've been streaming for 2 hours, and I feel like we're doing like too many tangents. So
All right.
I don't think there's like very many anime to really wrap up. I mean, the rest of them on this list are kind of just below average.
You have missed the best anime of the season though.
No,
Can-
we talked about Misfit. We talked about Misfit already.
Hikari no O.
Hikari no O.
By the screenwriter of motherfucking Ghost in the Shell. It
Yeah.
is the best looking anime of this entire season.
Oh, you're on it, Kalai.
It looks better. It looks better than Onimai even. And the things it has it like, and I've only watched one episode before this stream, but like the world building is already so damn complex. It's like it has all the makings of a timeless classic.
How did I miss this one? Holy shit!
Okay, so what is this
No one's
about?
talking about it, but yeah.
So, in a world that I really struggle to place on like real world history, humanity has been modified by some incident that they haven't like explained too much yet. But humans are now extremely flammable.
Jesus.
Even the
It's Fire
slightest spark
Force.
of flame, even the slightest spark of flame could ignite a person from the inside. So people just cannot use fire anymore. They have different technologies to heat up their food and stuff, but they cannot use fire anymore. So war, as we used to know it, is transformed. And you get these people called fire hunters that hunt beasts that do still have that power of fire. But that's not the most interesting part yet. The most interesting part is just like the sheer complexity and depth of like the culture and the technology that emerged from that like divergent point. It is explored in immaculate depth. It looks beautiful. It has just rich tapestry of like the food and the art, and you just have to see it. You just have
Okay.
to see it.
Yeah, this honestly
Wow.
doesn't seem like a TV anime. This seems like a movie that was released like a decade ago and it was like a classic.
Yeah.
If you look at the staff, it's just stocked up with
Is
with industry veterans. It's
Interesting.
everything you want from me.
And it had a fucking 7. Why does it have a fucking 7?
yeah, that's
Because it's my anime list, as we
Yeah,
know. The scores
well,
of my anime list.
I don't think
like,
it's my anime
famous.
list's fault. It just seems like Crunchyroll, whoever is responsible for like promoting this TV show, did absolutely no promotion at all.
It doesn't look like this, which is amazing, but that's Crunchyroll. We already know
Yeah,
Crunchyroll.
yeah.
I mean,
You know how that is.
I was this sounds very interesting in that like classical fantasy way, in the sense that like the universe, the setting itself is the story, where like you're taking the simple concept of a civilization without fire but still with technology, and like getting to the logical conclusion of how that would work, which I find very interesting. Okay.
There is a story. There are characters. It is also pretty interesting, but I mean,
Wait,
more
you mean that there are no
justice.
focus on characters? Is that what you said? There's no focus on characters?
No, there's
No,
still
there
focus.
there are
Oh.
characters. This girl on the cover, she's like going on a giant adventure through that world.
Whoa.
It's just the tone of it. I cannot even do it. Just there's too much. It's just too good.
Whoa.
Just
All right.
go look at anything about it. Look at the
Anything
opening,
else?
Look at the
Any
trailer.
other shows to talk about, or shall we wrap it up
There's
here?
the giant beasts of ours, but I've only watched one episode and it was not blown away.
Okay. I would also watch Monogatari, and it was so mid. It's like a Jujutsu Kaisen ripoff. Don't watch it.
Roger.
Monogatari is Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay.
Yeah, it
There are-
really is.
I think this is a perfect.
But it's also got
spicy
like
take to end
two.
this on.
Yeah, we'll end it there.
Yeah.
And like honestly, this guy's just trying to be Aaron. Like he's got a scarf and everything.
Wait,
and his girlfriend's
what?
also got a
Who
scarf.
is this? Who is this?
I'm talking about the Monogatari show.
Oh,
The main character
Oh.
Kunato is like
looks like an Attack on Titan ripoff.
he's like
let's not talk about Attack on Titan.
the spirits have harmed
Someone-
my
someone
family,
show
and I'm gonna
them
get
what it is.
revenge, and now I'm racist against all spirits. And
Oh gosh.
it's so bad. Don't watch this show.
That's
so
cringe.
mid.
Actually, it's called Mononogatari.
Okay.
It's deceptive because your brain
Oh,
doesn't see that.
Yeah,
Watch Bungo Stray Dogs instead.
my thank you, Tricky, because my eyes literally did not see that. Like they didn't even register.
Mine doesn't do it either.
It's easy.
You can see it in Japanese because it's an extra letter, but like
Yeah, but
Very
in this,
easy to
in this,
confuse. Very easy to confuse it with the Monogatari series, which
Yeah.
this is not
Well,
about.
thanks
So-
everyone for tuning in. It seems like our chat was mad at us the whole time because of Wikijipo's opinions, but we appreciate you being here
Chat is
anyways.
wrong. Chat is always
No,
wrong.
actually-
They are then.
I don't need to say this. Really, thank you, Wiki, for coming to this, being clutch. We really didn't expect it, but it's great that you came. You did provide some great points.
I miss coming here, but like I think it's been like what 2 seasons, just 2 seasons of anime that don't come. I don't know.
But if you put it into perspective chronologically, it's like a year technically, because like
Yeah.
I mean, the last time you were on the stream wasn't it like a year ago?
I guess it's because you guys stopped doing it for 2 seasons as well.
We
maybe?
did take a couple seasons off. Yes.
We did
Alright.
stop doing it for a while.
We'll probably see
Slightly
everybody
injured
next
here and
season
there. Let's go.
if your opinion of us hasn't plummeted to the bottom of the trench of the ocean, you know. So
Yes,
see you then.
where it can lie with Wiki.
Where